live.
Our fans are messaging.
Awesome.
They want us on.
We're on.
Here we go. Welcome, everyone, to Bring Your Own Bard. So last week, our party went back to Kalsgard, where they cashed in their bounties for the Frostrol's blood, and then also went to cash in the Troll Hearts with the local law to collect on the bounty there. That got our party a lead on a possible wolf activity in the Bone Quarter, where livestock was going missing. A search party that had gone out had lost a member looking for this wolf. So our party went, scouted out the Bone Quarter, and made the conclusion that the best bet was for them to go and compete in, or for Gixrat to compete in the local bard competition at the King's Cup, and then come back after hours. The bard competition was absolutely epic. You should go back and watch that if you haven't seen it, because Gixrat killed it. However, one of the groups outperformed, and Gixrat ended up in second place with a solid performance for second, though. The party went back out.
Was there prizes for that?
There was 50 gold in the line.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. The party,
Still one in my heart.
I know. Yeah, you're
Victory was not material, it was internal.
Yeah, the party went back out to the Bone Quarter, baited a trap with some chickens, and waited for several hours. And sometime in the middle of the night, a wolf appeared in the field, and then promptly, after sniffing around, turned towards the party and then stood up on its hind legs. And that is where we pick up tonight.
A bipedal
So-
wolf.
With that, would everyone please roll initiative?
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
Starting the night out with a good roll.
Oh boy. That's how you know it's gonna be bad for the rest of the night.
I rolled a natty 18 though. I actually mean a good roll. Let me see.
Oh, and for Gixrat,
Dude, you're going first then,
for
Zach.
Gixrat and Karzjo,
Whoa, we'll see.
you both beat the wolf's perception, so you can choose
Oh, that's right.
stealth over perception for your initiative if you want.
Excellent.
And then
Heck
if you-
yes, then I'm a 38.
Yeah, if you go before him, you can,
Oh gosh, he is definitely going first.
I got a natty 20.
Natty
Ooh.
20.
The Wolf Hunter.
He may yet
himself.
beat us all.
What was
So that's
I got a 16.
comes out
Wait.
to 40.
Who else was stealth with me?
Gixrat's also stealth.
Boy, I casted
Your
a lot of
perception is a
spells for
20,
that.
Jason?
It's a 18
That
plus
hard off.
2. I got the Elven's instincts.
He gets a +2 bonus.
Dude, so Jason beat me out.
So I got a
Dang.
20, 33
And, critical
perception.
So 33. Anyone else? What was
28.
what were you?
And Aden Vasquez is chilling on the ground. He shall stay there and let everyone go first.
Get the panache.
After
What did you roll?
is-
What did you roll?
No, I'm using after you, which is a feat, which gets me panache for going last.
So Cody, you were 33.
Oh.
33.
All right.
Good rolls.
Leading up
Keep
for
it up.
a quick bout.
Keep it up, boys. Dude, I am mighty impressed with that 40 perception. Not much is going to get by you.
I am not impressed. You know, it makes sense from a hunter like you.
Baryakamule is impressed.
All right.
He kind of snorts in your direction.
Polite human. Unlike this monkey.
What'd you roll, Daniel?
28. So I'll probably still be going second to last.
20 total.
Gig. Baryakamule snorts in your direction, but it's a different kind of snort, you know? Different kind of... like a typical kind of...
Gotcha. A little bit of a short spurt of a snort.
short spurt. A little more saliva coming out.
Mm-hmm. A little bit
Some of us
warmer.
are still hidden, right? Because the werewolf didn't see all of us. Saw only like 3 of us.
He's seen Aden, and he has seen Baryakamule, and he didn't see you. He can smell you. He's an advantage for smelling. He's like a
Gotcha.
+4 when he's, and then he smelled also, Aden,
It was me.
Elthoron, yeah, and then. All right.
Yeah.
Critical sniff. Alright,
So with that,
who shall go first?
we are leading off with the wolf.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the wolf has incredibly high perception. He also rolled really well.
Sirs?
Yep.
Damn.
Wow.
He's jumping straight
Wait,
into
is that Phillip's guy face first in the mud over there?
Yes.
I'm laying on the ground.
He's
I'm
Are you
prone.
sure you're not drunk from the Bard Festival?
intentionally
Yeah.
squat down.
Yeah.
Oh man.
A light amount has been
This is
consumed.
going to be fun.
Not enough to inebriate strong-blooded Aden.
A little mid-time fight right after a party.
Always handles his
Oh,
strength.
it's wonderful.
What an agile and perceptive wolf this is.
Parker, did you put a fence out there? Did you build a fence?
Yeah.
Phillip built the fence. I built the.
Phillip, well done.
Parker,
It looks nice from this angle.
Parker built the table. I built the fences.
Wait, there's a table?
Well, there's
this
green
board.
mat.
Did you spray paint it, Park?
It's a combination of spray paint, hand paint, and then flock, like terrain flock.
Well done.
Right.
Yes.
So, the wolf is going to go first and move 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think this is 40 to here.
Mhm.
And then he's going to use another action to climb over the fence.
Leaping. Leaping lizards.
It's a low.
Does he trip?
No, he's
Uh,
got enough. Like
The
That would be
formidable
awesome.
DC of the fence.
the fence DC. So just so you're aware, the fence DC is a 26 to like hop the fence. A 26 athletics.
Oh gosh.
oh wow. Okay.
So it's not terrible.
Pretty high.
I guess that's too high.
Yeah.
It should be a 21 athletics.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 21 athletics.
So-
just so you're aware.
That's awesome.
He gets over the fence without any problem. To here, and then he's gonna use an ability called Cold Breath. Or Frozen Breath. So it's a 10-foot radius that
Sounds
deals
bone chilling.
All around him.
all around him. Which deals 7 cold damage. So Baryakamule and Aden, you're taking 7 cold damage.
What's mean?
Elthoron.
Oh, sorry,
Right.
Elthoron.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I
You
need
just
that
take an
save.
automatic?
Or is that fortitude save?
You're going to be. Let me see. So the damage is automatic, but I need you to make a fortitude save to see if you're slowed 1 or not.
So the damage is 10. Is that what you said?
A damage is 7.
7 damage.
Come on, get down
Fortitude save.
Come on, get down with the coldness.
Not bad. Okay. Let's see.
You have to have all these.
Fortitude rolled 18 plus 17, so that puts me at 35.
Yeah, you're not affected at all. Baryakamule, what's your fortitude save?
All right. I'm gonna roll for it.
Elthoron courageously
All right,
takes
here we
a
go.
piece of the brush and evades
Oh,
The
my
storm
fortitude
is-
save is good.
the frosty storm.
My fortitude save is a 37.
Yeah, neither of you are affected outside of the damage.
Oh my.
So I took 7.
Yep, only 7. Alright, and then
He
it's
is left somewhat exposed.
So it's a 10 radius. And so it's gonna be from where he is. It's gotta go 10 that way, so it's like
I think
Or
it's
is this a lasting effect?
it's a lasting effect.
Okay.
So it's gonna be like
2 squares away.
Here.
a lasting effect.
Yeah, either way.
Bang bang. Yep.
I set the
Man
cold
between
blast
all those
zone.
squares. Yep.
Yeah, so it's kind of a circle.
Mhm.
And yeah, we can actually get some drinks. So yeah, let's see the. All right, so that's a lasting
How
effect.
daunting.
People entering or starting their turns in that area will have to save against it as well.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This is exceedingly inconvenient.
So that's action number 2.
He used 2 actions. That's it for him.
So that's
'Cause
3.
He moved and then jumped the fence and then used that frost breath. So we're going
Okay,
to
so now-
Elthoron, and then Karzjo, you're on deck.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm starting my turn here. Do I have to? You said I had to do something again against the ice.
Yeah, go ahead and make me the fortitude save again, and then you'll be taking.
It's a lasting area effect.
It's a lasting area effect.
So in that area, if anyone enters in, they have to
Save against it.
make the save.
Yep.
How
You
many
said-
turns, Park?
What the heck?
We don't know.
You don't know.
You shall find.
So if we start or end, so I'm making a roll now. I rolled 8 plus 17 for 25.
25 is just enough to save. So you're
Okay.
not slow
And then
moving
would I
quickly.
have to roll at the end of my turn again? You said start and end. So then okay.
Should it be end?
I think it should be start. Wait.
It
is
should be
it-
start because
Yeah. Start. Take
Yeah,
your
we
action.
enter it.
and then
Start there.
Just start. You wouldn't do it
Yeah.
twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going like
Usually most of the effects is like at the beginning.
and then
of
you'll
the
want
turn,
to you'll
make a
take
save.
7
Until
frost
the beginning of
damage.
the turn.
Actually, no. No, because it wouldn't be till the start of your turn you took the damage. Never mind. So you're fine. You'd save the next time you start your turn in here because you already took damage. Because you couldn't double it up. It doesn't make sense to double it. So yeah, you're good.
Round.
So neither of you need to save this time. It's the next time you start your turn in that circle you'd have to save against it.
Come on, get down with the coldness.
Parker, would it make a difference if I had a critical success on my fortitude save?
No.
Okay.
Because it's slowed 1 if you fail. You're not slowed if you succeed. But the damage is
Okay.
automatic.
Okay. Perfect.
All right. Elthoron, 3 actions.
so I have two knives in my hands.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do a flourish really quick and strike with both of them.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll for both. First one roll is a 19, and then second is a 7. So with my knives, 19 plus 19 would make the first one,
Carry the 2.
which is my fancy. There you see electricity sparking off of it. It's gonna be 38. And then the second one falling behind it it's a bigger, larger, and it deals 26 total.
26 does not
What?
hit.
Oh, that is
26 is not hit.
deeply
26 does not
discouraging.
hit.
But the first one.
The first one does
Okay.
miss. Yeah, 19 is better hit every single time. Like, if it
Yeah,
doesn't,
shit.
that's not rolled right. So go ahead and roll damage
So
for the
I
first one.
rolled.
I'm afraid.
Okay.
That's not a critical.
So critical hit with the first one would be
not critical.
It's
Four
not a
4d6.
critical.
It's not
not
crit.
oh,
No.
okay.
it didn't
So
critical.
2. I rolled 2 for the damage, and I roll 1 for the electricity.
Yep.
2 for the damage came out at 7 total, and then the 1 for electricity rolled a 4.
So 7.
What's the added damage for your blade?
Strength is 5, so that makes it. So you want combined
Yeah.
number on
So
all
just-
3 dice
just
plus
give-
the 5 would be 16.
So give total and then give electricity separate. Or not
Yeah,
total.
okay.
So
So
physical damage,
12.
electricity damage.
12 damage for electricity.
Sweet. Nice.
A lot of electricity. A solid 1% of its health.
Yeah. So a total of 16. Got it.
Alright. Debating if I want to do defense or courage.
And that was 2 actions to pull out your knives and your 1 combo attack to strike with both.
Okay.
Unless you're keeping watch with your knives out.
I thought it's
Pull them out is maybe 1
is it
action.
1 action to draw 2, like to simultaneously draw like 2 daggers if you're dueling.
We could say
daggers.
that.
I would say it's 1 action to
Yeah,
draw
right.
2 daggers at once.
Okay. So you still have another action.
So 1, and then for the next, let's do another strike with that electricity knife.
Okay.
My kukri.
So what's your multiple attack penalty gonna be on your third hit?
What's third?
These are
That's
agile
right.
knives against hunt prey.
Right, so it's gonna be -6. So let's roll a 12 plus 19 is 31 minus the 6 comes out to 25.
That does not hit.
Okay,
Sweet.
All right.
this will be fun.
Karzjo, you're up.
Okay. So where am I placed in this situation? I'm right there. Okay. And I'm how many feet away am I from the wolf? It got a little blurry again.
It's a little blurry.
You're 30 feet away.
Bang, bang, bang. Boink,
Dang.
boink, boink. Standing amidst the behemoth yak. Who's in your way?
Yeah, so
but
I don't
will
have a-
probably be willing.
Well, I don't have a. I could step through him. I have a ability that lets me step through difficult terrain without.
Are you calling
He
my
can
yak
be
difficult
difficult.
terrain?
No doubt.
He is a little bit of a difficult terrain.
No doubt.
Fair enough.
So I could get past him without a problem. It's the one, if I step in, I'm in the frost effect, and I don't have a clear shot of the wolf with my hand crossbow, and that's what I was trying to decide. So you said I'm 30?
Yeah, so he is 6 squares away from you. So it'd be
Okay.
you could move up 25 and hit, if that makes sense. Right?
Oh, so if I move up 25, I can hit?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, then... And would I still... So would he be flanked at that point if I step up right up there?
Yeah, you'd be
Because
flanked by
I just want to make
Elthoron.
sure... Okay. Do I lose my stealth by entering range there since I'm walking up from the side? Because I can move at... I have the ability to move at my speed, like up to my speed when stealthed. But
Good question. You'd probably need to make another stealth check to move up on, like roll for stealth to move in on him. I would say roll for stealth and see if you can get past his.
okay.
His perception.
Are you sure
at
that
this point.
difficult terrain doesn't block him from view?
Well, I'd step past
He'd
the
still have to
difficult
roll
terrain.
to hide behind you if he was trying to like use you as difficult terrain to hide.
Okay.
It's very
so-
easy to hide behind Baryakamule.
It's a low flat check.
Maybe advantage. He's just like, oh.
I mean,
attention.
it's not
The man behind
as
him.
long as he's still flat-footed to me by being flanked. That doesn't matter as much. So I don't really care too much if I'm stealthed, I guess, because I just need him to be flat-footed. Okay, then move me up 25 feet, right up next to him.
Bang, bang.
So fortitude save.
Yeah, I'll
He
do.
said,
Okay.
the cat says to the wolf, "Got milk."
So
The wolf says, yeah.
That'll be a 27 fortitude.
that saves. You're not slowed, but you do take 8 cold damage.
Okay.
Save, you still take 8 cold
How long
damage.
does this last?
We don't know.
We shall
So
find
even if
out.
you save, you take damage, is what you're saying.
Because the save is against losing
That
actions.
is the implication.
Yeah.
Ah.
The DM cannot tell us anything though.
Even a critical save, you would still take damage.
That's yet to be known. Well,
Yeah.
he just confirmed.
Because the
but-
spell is supposed to be if you fail, you're slowed 2. If you succeed, you're slowed 1. But I felt like that was overkill. And then a critical success would be no slowed. And so I moved it down. So that's a critical fail,
Okay.
slowed 2. A fail, slowed 1. A success is nothing. Just so it wasn't
Okay.
crazy.
Then now I'm going to attack with my flaying
Yeah, that's
knife,
pretty intense.
just to get
It is
some
intense.
bleed going on.
Next game, I'm gonna play a werewolf bard. I'll
That'll
play
be
music, and then I'll start howling to the moon.
All right, so I'm attacking with my flaying knife. That'll be a 37 to hit.
That hits.
Is that a crit?
Fish fillet. Anyone?
That's not critical.
A 38 wasn't a crit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so then let's go ahead and see. This is one that takes a little while to roll.
The chonker.
Because I get the extra die. So
Big chungus.
this is gonna take a second.
Carry the 2. Divided by 3. Add 3. Minus 2. Chungarino.
Parker, props to
Strike
the
back.
werewolf
Okay.
character in this game.
So-
So we know he doesn't have an attack of opportunity as well. Or at least
So
maybe
that'll
he
do,
has-
Parker. So that'll do 20 damage plus the 1d8 and 1d6 of persistent bleed damage.
Okay. Wait for the. How'd you get both the 1d8, 1d6? Is it for a?
Remember my wounding rune? Because it's a flaying
Right.
knife. The flaying knife gets the 1d8, and the wounding rune adds the 1d6 as well.
Right. Okay. So 1d8, 1d6. So it's 20 plus 1d8, 1d6.
Yeah. And you roll the
Yeah.
bleed. And then
I will make you bleed.
I think
This-
werewolves have a high healing factor. At least Chronicles of Narnia, they do. That's the only werewolves I'm really acquainted with. C.S. Lewis's.
Does anyone have
okay,
silver?
and then so with where I'm at now, I can't step back because Baryakamule right on the other side of me, right?
Correct. You could
Yes.
step a different direction if you wanted to.
Well, oh yeah, I could step there. Is that still within the range of
Yeah,
his?
just barely.
Cool.
Yeah, you're just barely.
Okay. Then I'll just do one more attack, and I'll use it where I step afterward.
Okay.
Let's see. That'll be. Just a sec.
Wow.
That'll be a 30 to hit.
He's gonna use a nimble dodge and
Oh.
not take that hit.
Oh my.
And then when I
Nice.
see that he missed, I just step back a little bit.
Actually, wait.
He's flanked.
He's
He's
flanked.
flat-footed.
Yeah, he's flanked, so he could still.
Nimble dodge only gives +2.
I know. That's what I'm trying to figure out because I think the flat-footed would take that away.
Yeah, the same time. So it'd be all
Did you add multiple attack penalty, right?
Please, Pathfinder.
That's with the multiple
Yeah,
attack
so that would
penalty.
still hit even with a nimble dodge, so he's not going to use that action
Ooh.
because he is flanked.
Okay.
You're right.
Okay, cool.
So there are
Bring the
defensive
pain.
actions in this game you can use out of turn.
It's
Yeah,
his
I
reaction.
have nimble dodge too.
Oh, that's so fun. It's
Because he's
It's-
based on an
was
assassin
that the-
class. Oh, go.
He did the
Oh,
nimble
that's so
dodge.
fun.
He's
He
not going
didn't
to
use
do
it
it 'cause he
because
can't.
it won't work.
Gotcha.
He's flanked
Is that
away.
like something
Flank.
like assassin classes get to use like every single turn, or is it like a
No,
once per round?
it's once per
Once per
round. Yeah.
Ah,
So
okay.
any kind
means
of
it still
reaction you can only use once per round. So like my attack of opportunity that I get to use, I only get to use once per round, and so I have to plan when I use it. But
Let's see him nibble
Let me-
off my spells.
yeah, it only the nimble dodge is good, but it only gives you a +2. I have it as well, and let's see, 4 plus.
Solid dodge from the cat.
So this time, yeah, let's see. So
Subconscious suggestion.
I still get the bonuses.
I can calm his emotions. I can do so many things to this poor lad. This poor sod.
So that'll be 21 damage, and same situation. I mean, I think you have to re-roll the
Yeah.
bleed damage to see which one's higher.
Yep.
21.
Because I get the 2d6 added on. So
you're doing 46.
no, it's 2d4 plus 6, and then I get to add the 2d6 when they're flat-footed against me.
Sneak attacks.
If I were attacking, I didn't have my my Dagger of Venom drawn, but if I did that one, I could have used the Dagger of Venom. Oh, he popped out. Oh, and now he's in Karzjo's spot. It may switch back. Don't do anything. It may switch back.
Yeah, it will.
Um,
It will switch back.
But yeah, if I had my Dagger of Venom, it adds an extra 1d6 of acid damage instead of the bleed damage. But I just didn't want to go through adding the extra or like the extra move of drawing my Dagger of Venom. But speaking of which, I am going to step back to where that blue circle is to get a little bit out of range.
Cool. He's dodging.
And
Requiring a
that's my
little bit.
that's using my, what is the move?
Your feet?
Yeah, I think it's the skirmish strike. Yeah, skirmish strike
I
is what I
move
mean.
with my feet.
Yeah, I moved. Thank you for catching that, Daniel.
So I can step then strike or strike then step.
Lovely.
And so-
Lovely.
Lovely with the jubbly.
All right.
All right.
And
So we're on
that's all three of my moves.
Baryakamule.
Yaki boy,
So I have
bring
to
the
roll a
pain.
fortitude save?
No, because you were in the initial. You've already rolled one
Oh,
this
it's an
round.
Initial circle.
Yep.
Oh,
So-
dang it.
Is
I
it a
should've
move
rolled.
to like climb up on the fence and like WWE like
Yeah.
all yak fearly
Elbow
jump on it with
slam.
my elbow?
Tap it before. And
It'd
just
be an
kinda-
unarmed strike. Yeah, but I'd give it to you.
It doesn't do enough damage. It really doesn't. It's not worth it.
This is for
It's
the
all for
fans.
showmanship. You could do like a falling strike with your axe or something.
Oh, with the axe of falling strike, Parker. There it
You
is.
could do that. Like jump up and just like.
Yes. Does it also knock him down when I land on him with my axe?
If,
Big ol'.
maybe if it's a crit.
I would.
Is this
I would-
acrobatics or athletics?
Yeah. So if you wanna.
Take an action to climb. Take
It's
an
got
action
to be
jump,
athletics
and
because
then
I'm just
strike on the
jumping
way
on him.
down,
It's not like I'm
maybe with
flipping.
advantage, and then-
Well,
There's
true.
nothing graceful about this. I'm just jumping
Yeah.
off a fence on him.
Yeah. So I would need to knock him prone. I would need an athletics check.
Okay.
Basically, you have to roll against his. What is it? Con?
I would
No,
say fortitude.
reflex. So you're rolling athletics
Or-
against
or
his.
reflex.
Ooh,
His
that's gonna be
reflex
high. Okay, let me give it a shot. See if
Uh-oh.
I can do that.
He's a
All right.
nimble pup.
Oh, natty 20. That's
Oh!
a 40 athletics boy.
Let's
So
go!
yeah, he is.
Ring the bell, dude.
You jump off of the thing.
Let's go!
You jump off the thing and then just absolutely plant him in the ground.
Let's go, Yaki boy!
So now he's down, and you
I
are
want to
standing
smack that boy with my axe.
over the top of him. So now he's flanked and down. So I think that's another -10.
Did I break the fence?
Yeah.
So it's -4.
Is that
Total.
-4?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So go
Dude.
ahead and
Monster, yeah.
make your.
Roll
go
my
ahead and
attack
make your
now.
attacks. Yep.
All
So
right.
that was one action to jump off the fence.
When I actually jump off the fence, I want to see if I might want to rage before I hit him. Get a little
Maybe you
extra
can do two.
damage while he's down. 2+ to melee strike.
That'd be his.
2+ to melee strike is my attack roll, right? Not my damage roll.
2 plus your melee strike?
Striking.
Yeah, if I
is your-
rage, I wrote down my rage stats. It says I get 2+ to
Oh.
melee strike when I'm raging. So it's 2+ to hit, correct?
I think yes.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I will rage then.
Okay.
Throw myself into rage so I gain temporary hit
And
points
is
of
that,
like.
that takes an action to go into rage, correct?
It does. So I have one
Yeah.
action left.
So you got this.
All right. With my final action, I'm gonna roll. Hopefully, swing for the fence. Let's go big or go home. Oh yes, that is
eyes of the yak.
39 with the axe, man. It's a
Oh,
hit.
my
So that is
God.
going to be a critical hit.
Let's go! It is a DC 20.
Dude, Baryakule's on fire right now.
Flanked and down.
Oh. This is true. This changes things.
Oh my gosh.
So he's going to get.
Okay, what does that mean? So I'm gonna roll. So I double all my dice, right?
Yes.
Okay. Does that mean? Do I double the thunder ruin on my axe too, Park? Or is it just double the axe damage?
So just double axe
No,
damage.
that's just your axe damage.
I think it's
We
just
just damage.
double the.
Double axe damage. All right,
Yeah.
fair enough. Ooh, that was not a good roll.
I think
Okay,
there's
none of those
The
were
yak
good. That's all right.
attack.
there's certain runes
Yak
that
attack.
do
It's not going
different
to be super
things
high,
on critical.
unfortunately. Oh, there we go. 10
Yak
plus.
attack.
Thunder,
You are. Plus 1d8. Oh, I love that.
You are
So my first 2 rolls were garbage, unfortunately.
my one.
If I make it up at the end. Okay, so that's 16 damage.
While he
I
falls
rolled
from
5 total on my d12.
gate.
It's so disappointing.
Oh,
But 16
bummer.
damage. And he is, if it's a critical hit mark, he needs to make a save or else he's death.
Okay,
The Thunder Ruin.
What save is that? Fortitude.
Yeah, it's a fortitude of 24, I believe, is what he's saving against.
Okay.
He's like the scene in Saving Private Ryan.
He
where
saves
it's-
against that.
He saves against that. Okay.
Dang. This guy's a beast.
He is a beast. He's a
Big boy.
werewolf.
You cannot beat.
It's probably somebody we know already too. We met him earlier. Right?
Oh, it's the
One
death
of the
guy from
little,
the dog.
one of the northern gnomes from the boat.
Like, go, a cat and a monkey walk into a field.
Out comes a werewolf.
Out comes a werewolf. What's the punchline?
All right. So with
All right,
that,
that's
He
me.
jumps off the
it
gate.
is Gixrat's turn.
Ooh, let's go!
All right, monkey boy, let's go.
All right, show your stuff. Strut your work. All right, well, I'm kind of out of range from all you
Fireball.
guys. Fireball!
On everybody.
I said
Lost
fireball.
everyone.
All three attacks. So
I'm
let's
kind
see,
of wishing I
5,
hadn't stepped
15,
away because now I
25,
can't use
30,
my attack
40,
opportunity.
60 foot emanation. I am just going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. Let's see, 5, 15, 20, 30. I'm going to move just enough in range. 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right here. And cast. First, Inspire Courage. Actually, the wolf is about to pummel them, so I'm gonna do Inspire Defense. I feel like this is a nicer move here, and I would do Inspire Courage right after, but I'm going to also cast Dirge of Doom. So first with Inspire Courage. Oh, actually, hold on. It's going to be Lingering Composition, so I'm going to roll. Shoot. I'm going to take that roll. A success against the... What's the DC of this creature?
Of this creature.
Oh, wait. Sorry. What's the highest level DC... Or, sorry, what's a level 9 DC?
Level 9 DC is a 26, but I feel like that's high. But
I think that sounds about right.
Not with a plus 19 or something.
Yeah, I got like a
guess.
plus a billion, so...
it's just weird when things like they scale so fast. in Pathfinder.
Did you say you have plus a billion?
Yep, don't tell anyone. I've hacked Pathfinder.
Nice.
So 33. Success, the composition lasts 3 rounds. So keep track, keep your notes going, but you guys all get a +1 status bonus to your AC and your saving throws, as well as a resistance 5
Ooh.
to physical damage.
So you get plus 1 AC. And what was the other one?
And you get a resistance 5 to physical damage, which is definitely the type of damage this man or this
So you have
this
plus
thing
1 AC and a
puts
resistance
out.
5.
Correct.
So for you,
How many turns?
Elthoron,
3 turns.
plus 1 AC, plus 5 physical resistance.
Correct.
Nice.
Nice. That is really good.
Well
Huzzah.
done, Gixrat.
In addition, I cast Dirge of Doom, which is just an automatic bard cantrip. Foes within the area, which is a 30-foot emanation. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. In this kind of area is screams and tales of ancient ancestors and long-lost souls whirling through the air, emanating their hallowed screams through the piercing ears of the werewolf, inflicting fear upon this creature. He's frightened 1.
No save against it.
No save.
No save.
Dang.
Automatic.
So he's frightened by you.
Yep. Well, he's frightened by my dirge.
He's
He's frightened by the invocation. I'm not doing anything. I'm just
frightened by
invoking.
tales of horror.
Nobody's scared of me.
This guy's like.
I'm just hoping he
he's
doesn't
a little
take notice of
creeped
who's
out right now. He just
who's
had
behind.
a cat try and fillet him. A hunter dude stab him. A
Yep.
flying yak jump off a fence post, and now creepy monkey music coming from like this guy in the corner. Poor dude.
I'm playing a distorted demonic version of Backstreet Boys. You are
Oh no.
my fire, my one
Playing all minors.
desire. Yes, there's also this as well.
Off key.
So he's a -1 AC.
To everything, yeah.
And
Minus
to
one
everything. Yeah.
Dang.
So
Okay.
let's go. And that's my turn.
My turn?
That's
Double
pretty
whip.
good.
Yep.
I thought
Stripping.
it would be worth reading you guys this quote to set the scene of what we're fighting here.
W.E.B. Du Bois.
All right.
Okay.
It says right here, from my little book, little homeschool book, says, a dull gray voice, at which Peter's flesh crept, we'll put Aden's because Aden's next, replied, I am hunger, I'm thirst. Where I bite, I hold till I die, and even after death, they must cut out a mouthful from my enemy's body and bury it with me. I can fast 100 years and not die. I can lie 100 nights on the ice and not freeze. I can drink a river of blood and not burst. Show me your enemies.
Ooh. Intense.
C.S.
Wow.
Lewis,
Got a-
Prince Caspian,
Got a lot
the
to live up
werewolf
to, my
fight.
friend.
It's like
Woo!
welcome.
All right, Aden, you have to take it.
It's like welcome to Bring Your Own Bard Book Club.
Yeah.
So Aden is pleasantly surprised that the werewolf totally avoided him. She'll hop up, pull out the shiny new axe. Oh, I don't have that in my turns, do I? Okay, I don't have that in my turns. I'm going to hop up and take off running. Which I'm really fast.
In the direction
Sun
of the
Tzu
fight,
once
right?
said, bye.
Oh, wait, wait.
Aiden's leaving us for good.
Yeah.
Roll for
And-
roll for a new character.
I'm pulling out the nice long, 4-foot long rapier.
Okay. Nice.
That's my turn.
All right. So we are back to.
Did you like pull it out in a cool way, like do a little like bow with your hat, a little musketeer style, or what did it look like? Or you just kind of pull
He's-
it out?
What's the,
He's
the
LARPing.
first kind of pull off, think of fencing. It's kind of like a step back as you pull it out, and it's kind of held lightly facing forward,
Ooh, I like it.
If you toss it to the monkey, he'll hit the ground.
All right. So
quite
the wolf
large.
is going to hop back up to its feet really quick.
Real quick.
So he's half its action.
Can I
to get up.
disrupt? Can I disrupt prey to keep him on the ground?
You can
can.
give it a shot. What are you rolling against when you do that?
It's a melee strike.
So yeah, go
Oh,
for it.
Let's go!
Jason, you and me just became best friends, dude, all night.
So give it
Knock
a
So
him
melee.
down,
ro-
keep him down.
Rolled a 17
Okay.
plus the a normal. What's the plus on that? Is it plus strength?
So
Plus
your
one.
normal melee roll with your weapon,
So it's just a normal attack with your weapon.
you're gonna have a plus 19 or 18. What was that?
Okay, so that makes it
Yes.
Yeah.
36.
Yeah. So that definitely that succeeds, and that's gonna be. That's even a critical success because his AC
critical?
is really
my.
good. He's feared and.
If
It
it's
keeps him on the
Mess with the
ground.
wrong hood.
Keeps
Yeah.
on the ground.
Mess with the
Yeah.
wrong
He
hood.
like starts to jump up, and Jason's just like, bam, right in the
Nope.
spine.
So
and
do you
knocks
do
him
damage
flat.
then?
Better not.
Yes.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll your damage for a critical hit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
for a critical hit with my
Stepping on the wrong
knife.
turf, boys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which one do you use? Describe in
So-
full color.
You shouldn't have
This
messed with
is-
those chickens. Mm-mm.
So of my two kukris, right? I got this one ceremonial one that it's smaller and lighter and just like whip out really quick, and it has that shock rune on it. So with the critical, 46 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1d10 deadly
Yeah.
plus
for a
critical specialization.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Plus
roll
one to your-
4d6
Oh, wait, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Stack it all.
and the d10
Stack. Just add them up.
comes
boys.
out.
Do the sums.
Okay.
Critical with a knife does bleed damage.
Get your multiplication tables out, boys. We're playing
Critical
Pathfinder.
specialization.
It's gonna be like.
So roll off all those is a 16
Okay.
Oh,
and hold on. though. The shock is separate, right?
Yeah.
Is that the 1d10?
No. No, your 1d10 will be added to physical damage. It's part of those knives.
Okay. So then let me roll that. For shock is only a 2 though. Okay, so plus my specialty. I rolled plus. That puts me at. Okay, so the regular damage is at 23. And the shock damage is at the 1d6, which only came out to 2.
So 25 total?
Yeah.
Okay. And then
And the critical specialization
is bleed,
is.
correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have it right there, Jason. It'll be like 1d8 bleed or something.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong. Sorry, I was looking at my bow damage. I should re-roll that. My bad. First fight, I got a little happy. I got the bow hiding on my back. It was poking me. Okay. So this is going to be, let's see, 46 for regular damage, which comes out to 13 roll plus 7 makes 20.
Nice.
1d6 for electricity comes out to 5.
Ooh.
Okay.
And the critical bleed is going to be
So that Park was
Oh,
rolled
shoot.
out.
5.
5 more. Okay.
So does that replace my bleed though,
He'd actually saved against your bleed. at
or
the
is
start
it the
of his turn.
higher bleed doesn't take it?
Well, he saved against your bleed at the
Oh,
start of his turn.
bum.
And so he took bleed for last turn. He wasn't going to take bleed this turn. Now he's bleeding again. So he's still bleeding.
Oh, that's
Glorious.
his turn.
Yeah, he had just saved against it.
Glorious.
And he's still on the ground.
All right, so he's going to
Probably
use
kill-
his
kill
second action to get up, and because he has to.
Has he had enough?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's a little bit surprised
Okay.
what's going on, and so he's gonna move.
It's getting rigged.
5, 10. He's gonna move
I can
to
move for you.
here, and then he's gonna roll an attack against you, Elthoron, because you're the one that's doing all the damage to him right now.
Who?
Actually,
Can he?
can he? He should be able to.
Well,
Because
he
he's
gets
an
out.
action to get up and move.
Gets up.
Because half his movement to stand up, right? Or they-
So
One action.
no, I think it's one action.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Let me double check
You
that.
might have to book it. And he's like, "Hey, get back here, werewolf."
So now what's the wolf gonna do?
Well, I gotta figure out real quick.
He's trying to move. We don't know how many actions he can take, though.
If he's trying to attack me, he can't move.
He was gonna
He's not
attack
attacking you.
Elthoron, but it is that is your full movement, Pathfinder. Stand up.
It's one action.
So
Wow, that's ridiculous.
we
Okay.
knocked
Yeah,
him
isn't
down,
it-
and he's
isn't it
getting back
whack?
up.
I would be
Yeah,
fine
he's-
if we
he's getting back
house
up.
ruled. It would be half.
So he got back up, and he
Yes,
has
he can't, like-
one turn left.
He's got one turn left. All right, so he's gonna roll an attack against you, Elthoron.
Oh man, he's
Okay.
not scared.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So that'll be your AC, but you have a +1 from.
Yeah. He's got a
Gixrat's.
-1 on his roll.
What did he roll?
He hasn't rolled yet. He's going to roll a. He's gonna try biting you. So that is a 31
How?
to bite you.
Oh gosh.
So with a bite, do I get a reflex save, or is that
No.
just
No. It's
Standard
just
damage.
no. It's just a
Yeah.
standard damage.
So it's 31 hit.
So my AC is 27.
Yes,
That's a
just
hit.
hits then. All right. So he's going to roll.
He is gonna
+1,
get
so it's a 28.
Is it resistance 5 or resistance 3?
Resistance
Resistance 5
5.
to physical damage.
5 to physical. Yeah.
Resistance 5.
Yeah.
Yep. Bring it in, folks.
So that.
So you
that
take
Oh.
5 less physical damage.
Oh wait.
Okay.
Wait. If my spell level is level 10 and it's half, you
It's not
usually
level
round
10,
up. I know, but it would still be 5, right?
Yeah.
So if it were 9, then wouldn't you round down?
It would round
So
up to
that'd be
5.
4.
Should be at level 5.
No, you round up.
For a spell.
So if it was
So for
9,
nine
you'd
and
round up to
10,
5.
Because at
It's
level 9, you
resistance
get your
5.
first level 5.
And And then at 11, it's resistance 6. Okay. And then at 11 and
Yeah.
12, it's resistance 6. 13, 14, resistance 7. Okay.
All right. So with that, the wolf finally gets to its feet and is starting to look shaken. Looks around, sees what's going on. It makes a bite attack against you, hitting, and that is it. Bites in at the gets around your arm, it bites in deep, and you just feel this burst of cold from where it's biting onto you. And you
Ice
take
werewolf.
30 physical piercing damage, which reduced to 25, and 6
Oof.
cold damage.
Oof.
Bring
6
the
what?
pain.
Cold.
And
Okay.
that is the end of the wolf's turn, and we're at Elthoron's turn.
What do you do?
That was such a good
Okay,
one.
so it still has my arm, right?
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. I'm afraid of what he could have done.
So
You're doing so much.
he's not grappled, right?
No, you're not grappled. It's
Yeah,
just a
so-
bite and let go.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Feel free
Gixrat,
to-
how much health do you have?
Not a lot. Not a
Parker,
lot.
move the wolf to the monkey.
3 of those. Nope.
The wolf is
One bite.
I'm staying away. I'm sorry, I can't.
just semi-aware that. I mean, Gixrat hasn't really, outside of the dirge. I guess he would know you were there at this point, but it's still there's
Probably.
bigger issues.
Yeah, I'm hoping to keep it that way. I'm hoping to keep
Alright.
The
you
yak can come to a
the
compromise
center
with
of
the wolf.
attention. You better
Posing a
not.
trade.
Goat kind and wolf kind do not go together in hand.
This is rough.
All right. Elthoron, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, start my turn. I gotta roll that fortitude save, right? Against the
roll your
ice.
fortitude save.
Still in effect.
Yep.
Roll is 12 plus 17 for 29.
You are not slowed, but you again take 7 cold damage.
Okay.
So much cold damage.
Does anybody else like just to eat raisins out of a box, or is that just me?
I used to.
Well, I did when I was a little kid.
Yep.
It's been a while.
I've kept the.
I haven't eaten
have not
raisins
kept
for
the
years,
tradition,
and now I
but-
just eat them when Laura's not here out of their cooking stuff. It's so good.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll settle for raisins instead of cooking any day.
Raisins and grass.
Yep.
You're just like.
They're dried berries.
Sun dry.
You know it, dude.
Are grapes technically considered berries, or are they still just
No.
fruit?
Raisins?
Yeah.
Well, grapes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're technically a fruit, not a berry.
And then
Okay,
Karzjo,
so
you're
for this, I'm
Catfolk.
gonna
So
just go for a
You're on deck. Be
melee
ready.
strike with my shock kukri.
okay.
Roll again. 12 for 31.
That will hit.
Okay. So 1d6 or 2d6 plus 1 for shock. Low roll. Damage comes out to 10 plus 3 shock.
Okay.
Okay, and then on. Okay, and I'm just gonna go ahead with another melee strike, same one.
Yep.
Same knife.
And you know the whole penalty.
Right. So for Hunter's Edge, my specialty since this is my prey, it's -2 for the second. So I rolled 19 plus 19 for 38, -2 is 36.
36 will hit.
Okay,
Rangers have
damage.
Very low multiple attack penalties. It's crazy.
Damage
Who has-
again is
Hunters do.
Oh dang.
12
If you
Minus-
set something to your prey.
-2 shock.
Okay.
So 12 damage, 2 shock.
Wow.
And
Too bad this guy wasn't made of water.
I'm gonna move on my final turn, and this is my first time moving in battle, so I can just move the 28, right? So then that would put me
28.
Just speed.
Should be a.
Should be 25 or 30.
30.
It's all by fives.
Wrong number there. It's the number right next to it.
It's a hunter perk. You get a little extra 3 in there.
Mine actually.
I'm gonna go ahead and move the
Not even.
30
Close
to
it up.
the map's right, to the east. Let's call it to the east, and
Is at the east.
off towards
I thought you said.
Aden. So I'm gonna get close over to Aden.
How many? 5.
Let's go ahead and move the 30.
Did you save against frost
15.
in the start of his turn?
30 is way over there.
Did you save against the frost?
Yeah, he did.
Let's go and step back one then. That's fine.
Just gotta make sure.
He has good range, but that'll put me safe. Okay. So that's the end of my turn.
Yep.
Okay.
Karzjo, and then Baryakamule, you're on deck.
Oh, Karzjo, let's go, boy. Are you gonna jump in here with the yak?
Yeah, so I'm gonna draw my I'll just dual wield, so I'll have one dagger in each hand. I'll draw my dagger of venom for my first turn, and then I'm going to use my skirmish strike, and I will step in and strike with my. Let's do the. Let's just do the dagger of venom. Oh, and he's not flanked anymore. Dang
He's
it.
gonna step forward 1.
He could be though if you moved around him.
Well, yeah, but it just
Tactical.
uses an extra move. I have to roll the save actually.
Yes. So
Does he use an extra move? Because you have to move in anyways.
You said fortitude.
Yep.
That is.
He has a. So he can have a step and attack where he can move 5 feet and still attack on that movement, and that's what he's trying to use. So he would.
It's
have
like
to-
Jason's extra 3 feet he gets when
Yeah.
he's playing.
That'll be a
28.
35 fortitude save.
35 save.
We,
You still
we
take
call it
7
the
cold
close enough
damage.
feet. If you're within range, it's close enough.
I still take the cold damage.
Yep, 7 cold.
7. I thought it was 8.
Nope, just 7 this time.
Oh. Okay.
Special, half price offer.
Yeah, it just keeps
Special
changing. I
treatment
can't
for the
track it.
cat.
What was he has to
Yeah, I have
resist
fur.
every-
Come on, I should be able to resist cold.
You could have rolled.
And then I'll strike with my dagger of venom,
Okay.
and we'll just do a normal strike on it. Oh, I'm hero pointing that one. I rolled a 2. I have 3 hero points. I can resist that. There's
Parker-
no reason to do that.
Parker, is this game is his spell considered like extreme cold or cold or what is it?
It is.
How does it feel to our players? Does it feel like a frost?
Okay, second one was better.
It just calls it numbing cold.
Nice
That-
icy bag.
That'll be
Okay.
Deals
30,
X amount of damage.
So
What is
moderate.
it?
34 to
Uh,
hit.
34 does hit.
So it's very cold.
Okay.
Not actually.
Then-
So I took the Mazeborn feat Park. If I had taken Frostborn, it would have his spell would have done nothing to me.
Yeah, he'd have been immune to the cold.
Is it
That's crazy. Should have done that.
skinny dipping in a Norwegian sea?
Especially because
or-
we're in a frozen wasteland.
I thought about it, but it felt like being able to find your way home always was a good perk too. So it was hard.
I mean, so like, it's like cold once it starts damaging you does about like if
Chilly
you're in
day
the
out.
environment cold that damage you starts with a D4 of damage. He's doing a lot more than that. So this is very cold.
Okay, so it'd be closer to like extreme cold then.
Yeah, we're getting more in the extreme cold area.
I mean, this is the kings of the land of the Linnorm Kings, after all.
So what was your damage on that?
It's very cold.
Karzjo?
I'm still rolling for it.
One of those where the dice are still.
And yet he thrives on the warm blood of chickens.
And then, yeah, so all that'll do 17 damage, 6 of which is acid damage. So it's 11 normal damage, 11 piercing damage, and 6 acid damage. And then I'm going to use, I mean, I don't see a reason to, but I'm going to do the increased poison. So it's a fortitude DC 21.
Okay.
Roll a natty 1.
He saved against that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So,
you rolled a natty 1.
yeah. I need to
No,
get
now
better
he wants a
venom,
failure
but
no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just automatic.
Is
I
that
need to get a
spell
better
or is that
venom.
attack, or-
But then for my second attack,
No, he didn't.
Uh,
No, he tried using a poison,
Oh.
but his poison, because he's not specialist in poison, his fortitude's not super high for his save on the poison.
Okay.
And so if the
yeah.
only way this guy
Another day.
fails, then that one at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well. It's not
so
bad.
then I'll use
See what I did there.
my second attack. I'll strike with my flaying knife to try and get that bleed going on him.
Okay.
Ooh, that was a good roll on the first one. Thank goodness. 18 plus 18 minus
36?
4. Well, minus
32.
4. Yeah, 32.
Yep,
So
that
32 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. This one won't deal as much damage, but it will get the bleed going. So that's 3 plus. So that'll do 13 piercing damage, and then you have to do the 1d8 and 1d6 bleed.
Dang.
So much damage.
Okay.
If anyone has anything that does diseases, like that causes diseases, while he has this bleed on him, he has a -2 status penalty to saving throws against diseases.
Okay.
I'll remember
I don't
that
know.
next time we're at the creepy alchemist house. Ask him for a disease bottle.
Just a bottle of anthrax.
Do you have a bottle of, what do you got?
We go to the village shopkeeper.
And then all you, well, you know what? No, I'm gonna stay. I'm not gonna step away because I missed all my attack of opportunity last time. So
Oh,
how about is there any way that I can step that'll have him flanked? No, I don't think so.
Not because where the fence
No.
is. No, you wouldn't be able to get him flanked.
Okay,
So,
never mind then.
Baryakamule, you're up. Gixrat, you're on deck.
Sweet. So I got to roll a fortitude save?
Yep.
All right. So that's not a very good one, unfortunately. That's a 25 fortitude to save. Does that save?
That just saves.
Woo! Whoops. I should have gone with the Frostborn.
Oops.
Yeah.
Now that I think of it.
You
This
still
is no
take
matter.
7
That would-
cold damage.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna fight a frost Linnorm at some point.
I don't know what I was thinking. All right. I just felt like if ever we were somewhere else that wasn't frozen, being able to find your way home is better than not being able to freeze to death.
You'll be
very
thankful for
smart.
that feat eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Depending on what you do, there's ways that
All
can
right.
be super good for you.
I'm cold. I'm a little upset. I'm
Straight
gonna like
fire.
trip him. Just like sweep the legs athletically.
Okay.
Let's go for it here.
So you're rolling this
All
his
right.
reflex save?
Athletics.
Ooh, I guess so. That is a 39 to sweep his legs.
Oh my.
And
He'll be
yeah,
prone
that
forever.
is just gonna get him.
That's just gonna get him. That's a natty 19, bruh.
He's pretty.
He's a monster. He's
Yeah.
beefy. You're a monster,
Yeah.
but he's
So
a
he's-
monster.
he's
Well, he
down.
ain't that
He's a
beefy.
capital
I'm
M.
kicking his legs out from underneath him, while being like. All right,
Nimble dodge.
comboing
werewolf
it.
falls
A
yet
kick
again.
out from underneath, and I'm bringing my axe down on top of this boy.
Go for it.
All right, let's
He's
go.
getting splattered on the ground.
So that is a 30 to hit.
I hope to open you up,
That hits.
werewolf.
Actually,
Yes, 30 hits.
he's at negative. He's down. This is negative. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, it should be -2.
Yes.
Yep.
Meh, meh. Okay, sweet. So let's start rolling out some attack damage here.
What a strat.
Oh, lovely. Okay, so 6. And then one of these member rolls. Ooh, beautiful. One of these. Oh, oh, lovely. Okay, so you got 6 normal damage, 4 thunder damage, and 6 lightning. Oh, 8 normal damage. Sorry, 4 thunder damage, 6 lightning damage.
That's a lot of
Total
damage.
18.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes, 18 total.
So you just take the axe and you like sweep his legs out from under him, and then come over the top and just slam it into him once. You have 1 action left. What are you doing?
I mean, how close is he to dying? Should I sit on him? We gotta give someone else a
Roll
chance here.
perception.
You'd have to, if you want to know how close. He looks pretty rough.
Oh,
Like,
no.
he
I want to
doesn't
finish
look
him,
like
but I feel like the
he's
monkey.
the
Poor monkey's
tankiest.
been in the back the whole time.
This is fine. I'm fine giving you guys all the limelight.
All right, let me try and hit him.
Don't
I have a
believe me when I
pretty
tell
massive
tales.
negative penalty for him, though. In fact, what is it for? Is it a slashing weapon? What is that? Is it -4, -5?
Depends on if your axe is not finesse, you'll be -5.
Is it -5? Ooh,
Yeah.
I think that's a little high. Sure, it's not -4.
It's -5.
Because you're not finesse, yeah.
It's -5. Oh man.
Rough.
What are my other attacking options? I mean, all I have is an axe.
Use what you got.
You know, let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. He's down. Let's just go. Roll high, boy. Roll high. Oh no, that's the wrong dice. I rolled a D12. I was like, how come that's? And I was like, oh, okay, that's what's wrong.
All right,
That'd be
that's the
fun.
result.
No!
Got the D12.
The D12 was better. This isn't gonna hit at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
as you like bring the axe down again, he's hurt, but he sees it coming and just kind of rolls out of the way a little bit. You just barely miss.
Oh, I feel dumb.
Planting it in the ground.
Ugh.
Just to spend an action to pull it out of the ground. No.
With that,
It wasn't a critical, but it was close. It was a 2.
Gixie boy.
yeah. Gixrat, you're up, and then Aden, you're on deck.
Alrighty.
I should have just given you an assist, Gixrat. That would have been better.
Would it though? Because I'm back here not being supremely useful. Except
I expect
for
you to run
just
up and
aiding
beat
you
him to
guys.
death with your mandolin.
I will do no such thing. Not unless, yeah. I mean, it's a whole dang werewolf over there. I'm not gonna touch that.
He keeps getting knocked to the
Fight
ground.
from afar. Choke them. Divide and conquer. Sun Tzu. 2017.
Do you have a force choke, a little Vader cantrip?
You have failed me for the last time, Admiral. I am going to think about my... Yeah, there's so many options, but I'm just going to go with the basic one. I'm going to spend one action to move. Actually, no, I'm within range, so I will just
Do it.
go for
Hit him with the mandolin.
25, yep. Not quite. It's going to be a telekinetic projectile within the possible distance, just ensuring as much damage as possible. Grabbing a rock from the ground or a little...
A chicken. Throw a
little piece
chicken.
of debris. Yeah, I'm going to do a chicken, actually.
Yes.
My homie that's chilling over here,
Oh yeah.
Captain
Georgie.
Cluck.
What was his
Throw
name?
Captain Cluck.
Captain Cluck. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I'm going to call him Georgie.
Okay.
You had a good name for him.
Georgie. Oh, shoot.
Help
Wait,
us, chat.
did I?
What's the name of the chicken?
There
It's
was
like-
Birchin the whale. Oh, man.
Ed or something?
Giz Eater.
It was named after someone. But
Yeah,
who
who
was
is it? No.
Oh,
Halid.
Halid. That's
Yes.
what it was.
Chicken,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Famous
yeah,
guy.
yeah. All right, go Halid. Redeem yourself, you useful sword. And I
Like
take...
you throw him and like the little egg like kind of falls out right as you throw him.
Yep, it's gonna fling straight towards him. The chicken might die,
Angry
but
birds.
hopefully the werewolf will as well. Beak first. The chicken torpedoes into the jugular of the wolf
At supersonic speed.
at supersonic speed. And I'm going to, let's see, spell attack roll against the target. So my spell attack roll is going to be huge. Huge. And if this fails, I'll probably use my hero point. Okay, I'll take that. So that'll be 38 to hit.
Um,
38 to hit.
yeah,
Hits.
that does hit.
The werewolf
Well,
actually is
he is
immune to
prone.
chickens.
So you have a -4.
He just
but it still
opened his
hits.
mouth as it flies at him.
It's a ranged
It takes
attack,
negative
and he's
two.
prone.
Oh,
It's
that's
a
a good point.
-4, yeah.
That's a good
But
point.
it does still hit.
So
Okay.
-4 for prone.
Yeah. But doesn't he have a -2 to his AC still if he's flat-footed? Or is it just
No.
outright?
Just outright. Because
Gotcha.
technically it's prone, he's taking cover from ranged attack.
Gotcha.
However,
He's
he still has a
hiding.
-1 from your fear.
Cool.
He's taking
doesn't
cover
say-
behind the difficult terrain.
It's weird, it doesn't say ranged on telekinetic projectile.
I know,
I feel
like, I looked it up and it doesn't say range, but when I look it up online, it's considered a ranged attack.
Okay. Alright.
We'll dig that in. But either way, you still have no matter what. You beat that.
Sounds good. So I'm going to do full damage. And that is going to be heightened level 5. So that will be... Yeah, so 4d6 plus. Let's see, 1d6 plus spellcasting. Okay, so 5d6, 5 whole d6 of damage. Let's go.
Plus a D4 of
3,
piercing damage from the beak.
8, 10, 11, 14, 17. That was 5 d6 plus.
Whoop whoop.
Plus, hold up. Modifier. Gotta add all these modifiers. Okay.
Modifiers.
Modifiers. Shoot, that was 17, right?
Yep.
Plus spellcasting ability modifier. I think it's 19. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Yep. So, that'll be 36 damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
With
The
that,
chicken.
Yeah, you take
That's
power.
supersonic speed.
Supersonic speed and
Eviscerates the werewolf.
yeah, and like so you just launch the chicken, and you watch as it just nails this werewolf or this wolf, and he like collapses on the ground, dead.
The chicken has prevailed.
And then all of a
Yes!
sudden
He's back.
you hear him breathe in and start to like lurch up a little bit.
Uh-oh. He's coming
And
straight
he's
for
got
me.
a second wind.
Oh my. Little did he
I love it.
know, I laced the chicken beak with silver.
I kind of imagine the chicken like flying, like catching
actually-
like the cheap. I'm like, you know, just like.
Does he grab the chicken and just rip it to shreds?
No, he's not in that
No.
shape.
Is
Cause
the
it
chicken
could.
dead? I mean, at like supersonic speed.
Yeah, the chicken
Really?
didn't have that many.
Breaks
hit
his
points.
neck on impact.
Yeah, just like you
Love
launch
him.
it so fast that the chicken's like cooked by the time it gets
Cool.
there.
Fresh
It was like
dinner.
a Thanksgiving- it's like Friday night chicken just like slammed in my feet.
Yeah.
Have some rotisserie for you.
So yeah,
I love
we're
it.
at- is that your turn?
Yep.
We're at.
All right, Aiden, get in there
I'm
and panache him
afraid.
to death.
Alright. Well, again, this is taking too long. He's still not attacking me.
Starting your turn with a great quote from, in the humble words of Sun Tzu. Flank
I
him and
love it.
spank him.
That is a great idea. I'm going
Man,
to go
Sun Tzu,
Sun
throwing
Tzu.
down,
He's
He's
saving
great.
words.
He's a great guy.
10,
You must
15,
flank him
right
and
in
spank
there.
him.
Now I need to roll fortitude.
Yep.
Decent. 30.
Yes, you just take
Less is
7
more,
full
you know.
damage.
I get in there. It's a bit chilly, but I don't like him coming back to life. So I'm going to just, as he's slightly distracted. Is he on the ground
He
still?
is, yeah.
Oh,
You're
nice.
darn
This is-
right.
yeah.
This is much too easy.
Was very desired.
Then I shall stick with that. A confident finisher, really hard right into him. Drive my blade into the ground through him, you know.
Nice.
Attack roll of 32.
32 hits.
Alright. And all the finisher damage. Let's see. 2d6. Oh my goodness. Okay, 2 and then 4d6. 9, 6, 15. With that 2, 17. 20 damage.
20 damage. Alright.
And then I shall just lightly bounce back.
Mm-hmm.
He is.
Bounces back 10
He
foot.
looks really bad, but he's not.
He
not
sees
dead
red.
yet.
He still has to get up.
Alright. And that is my turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
The cursed werewolf. I will take your fangs and wear them as a necklace.
If
So.
there's any fangs left.
Yeah, so, okay, just read out. The plus to AC, we'll figure it out. It becomes a +4 for his AC if he uses an action to take cover while prone during his turn. So
Gotcha.
no, you'd had a -2, not a -4. All right. So he is just going to down. Like he is not in good shape. Like barely hanging in there.
One last prevailing.
He is
hit.
going to do just one like roll around and just rake Karzjo. He's going to try and rake your leg with his claw. Oh, we didn't have Karzjo.
in sweeping fashion.
That's okay. Kill him while he's gone. I mean,
Rather not kill him while he's gone.
We shall pause.
We briefly interrupted this session of Bring Your Own
So
Bard.
explain the white ring really quick. That's still around me.
The white ring was your defense from. You're getting the +1 to your AC from Gixrat.
He did
Okay.
that. He did that
Okay.
inspired.
And
So
you
it's,
have.
so it's +1 to your AC if someone attacks you,
Yeah.
and then it's 5 resistance, which means you take that off any physical damage. Just -5.
Is that just for that one turn or the rest of the round?
3 turns.
Returns.
And this
Okay.
is the second turn of it, currently.
Nice. Right.
Good stuff. More numbers.
Alright.
More number crunch.
Right.
Karzjo,
Sorry,
as
guys.
wolf,
You're
is
being
just like
attacked.
making a swipe at your leg.
Okay.
I don't think that's the hit. That is a 26.
That's so loud, Cody. How much?
26 to hit.
Yeah, that
Put the
that
crunch
doesn't
like straight
hit.
to the microphone.
Yeah. So yeah,
I'm
and that
gonna
is-
cast a diversion cantrip.
That is it for the wolf's turn. We go to Elthoron.
That's it.
I'm gonna roll the
That's it.
silence
He's using
Baryakamule.
his- Yeah, when he's using his
Second one.
his second wind, he only has one action.
Dang.
And oh,
Ooh, nice. Okay.
yeah.
So
He looks like he's.
here we go.
Actually, wait,
So-
no, hang on a second. We got it.
Hold on.
The plot thickens.
Oh, never mind. He's still alive. I say he would have bled out if he didn't save, but he saved it.
Oh, okay.
Really natural
Oh.
20 first bleed save.
Nice.
Yeah.
okay.
Critical
So he did-
save.
It's like the
Yeah.
mother from Crudes.
Yeah.
It's like the mother from Crudes. She's over there like, still alive.
All right, Elthoron. He is looking.
Okay.
This wolf is looking really rough.
Really
So I'm
rough.
gonna
Finish him.
stow my knives, right? Put both of them in their sheaths. One action. Next action, I'm gonna slide the bow from out underneath my cloak. And my third action, I'm gonna do my hunted shot flourish. So I'm gonna pull out, knock an arrow, and have a second one ready in my hand as well. So I'm gonna fire 2 arrows here on my third.
Nice.
First one
Bring
rolls a 12. Second rolls a
Bring Lapine, yeah.
17. Okay, so the first one on the hit is 31.
31.
Second one is 36.
Yeah, both of those.
Even with your penalty.
Oh, the second. Okay, so second is 36 minus.
2.
And it's a
Five.
ranged attack park, so there is the
Yeah.
prone thing going
Oh,
on.
second is minus 3.
Yeah,
So it'll be 33.
Yeah, so the
So I
first
rolled
one
a 31.
just misses. The second one does just hit.
Okay.
Mhm.
Damage is 2d6.
This is
Roll
the
He-
seven.
he's at 1
Or-
hit point. So how do you want to do this?
And you got flaming. You got flaming arrows, right?
I.
Elthoron
No.
uses finishing blow.
Or did you not grab that? Your bow.
I know. I don't. I don't have flaming. I considered it, but no.
Pierces his eye and says, "Lights out, puppy."
So this is the second one. So the first one I miss, right?
Yeah, just
So
barely.
it goes
like,
into the ground just short because he's
sits
laying
by.
on the ground, and then
Yeah.
the second one goes
So you,
right
now
into.
need, you now need to describe in all the gory details, like a paragraph of what happened to this arrow.
Yeah,
Minimum
take attention.
5 sentences. Perfect grammar, please.
So my stiff arm from where he bit me is helping hold the bow steady, and the arrow releases and it flies straight into the jaw that bit that arm, and it goes through his skull and comes out the other side.
Oh my goodness.
He's twitching.
Piercing directly through.
Bro, children watch this channel. That's too much.
To viscera.
Well,
I think it's
Yeah,
just the
and
right
with
amount.
that, the creature just collapses and is dead. Just
Body's still
Are
there,
you
they
sure?
thought it was
Yeah.
over.
Does it turn back into a human?
No.
Yes!
It does
I was hoping
not.
we could skin it and collect its blood for sell.
What about the cold area? Does that stay?
The cold area is going to stay up for 6 more seconds, so you might want to move out of it.
Alright.
Yeah, because
Oh,
he rules.
Do you guys all want to move out of the cold area?
and
Yeah.
It's literally one turn, so you want to just back out of it.
Back up. For
He
Actually, want to use a friendly toss and throw Karzjo. Is that okay? 30 feet.
Karzjo is
I'll-
thrown.
Great
I'll
work,
land
Jake.
on my
Get
feet
caught.
and it doesn't hurt me.
Perfect. I'm just gonna huck Karzjo 30 feet.
It's very impressive.
Like throw him.
yeah.
Alright, so the circle goes away.
It was a valiant effort.
I'll land
Well fought, gentlemen.
elegantly off in the distance.
Well fought.
I put away my rapier. Yeah, that was
Filthy dogs.
very interesting.
Filthy canines.
I watched most of it from quite a distance. Couldn't quite see what was happening. Was he a fearsome foe?
He was a cold foe.
Yes, well,
I've seen worse.
he seemed quite dangerous, but we took care of him quite easily, don't you say? I do think though this must have been what they
It's
were
a little bit
talking
harder
about.
than a standard wolf, but not bad. Good job, team.
Actually, Elthoron, can you give me a nature check?
Oh no. Is he gonna die from the bite? Freeze to death?
Is he gonna turn
into?
into? No, werewolf! Elthoron!
Baryakamule excited.
That'd
2
be
for
so
1
fun to
tonight.
have.
We're gonna need more chickens.
Rolled 11 for 25.
25. All right. So with that, you have encountered these creatures before in your work in the north. You would know this is not a werewolf. This is an adlet. They live up at the crown of the world, but they never come this far south. The farthest south that adlets come, well, normally. You actually
Wow,
make that
I
much
am-
information.
Wow. So that,
So-
like, did somebody bring it here?
It's doing something here and you don't know what, but
Crown of the World
Eating
is very
sheep.
far away.
yeah,
Bro, we read a werewolf quote from C.S. Lewis, and you're telling us it's not a werewolf?
it's not a werewolf.
Oof.
So
You
I'm
wanna
gonna
Plot
on
twist
us.
of the night.
Clown.
hobble over. I'm gonna hobble over to the body, or I'm not that weak, I guess. But I walk over to the body, collect my 2 arrows that are right there, and then I'm gonna examine the dead body. Forensic acumen check, to see a little more about this.
Yep.
Find some more out.
A what check?
To recall knowledge and the medicine skill.
Whoa!
What kinds of what kinds of things?
This man specializes.
So like you
So I want to check, like, has it been living here? Maybe things it's been eating recently, right? Some medical examination. I'm gonna look at the
Stool
body
check.
and see if it's like naturally, or if it's like, if someone brought it here, is it been caged up? Maybe.
Great points.
I walk up next to Elthoron and I say, "So, what do you see, chap?"
So would you roll for
I would
your
like to walk up there too.
acumen check?
You throw Gixrat. No.
Oh, low. Let's do a 5 plus 16 for only 21.
21.
You.
Yeah, I mean, with a 21, like, going over it, you wouldn't be able to tell. Yeah, what you can gather from that is that it's been eating farm animals. It's been eating local animals.
Sure.
Chickens.
Okay.
Like, and it's been eating cultivated animals, it hasn't been, like, wild hunting out and
But today the
You know.
chicken struck back.
the chicken struck back today.
Cost
But
him his
you
life.
wouldn't be able
Value.
to tell with that roll whether or not it had been caged or how it got here.
Interesting.
While this is all happening, I'm going to administer one of my daily poisons to each of my knives, and also administer them to 5 of my crossbow bolts.
Nice.
Parker, can I collect some of his blood in the vials that we have left over from our last blood collecting escapade?
You could if you wanted to, but yeah, you could if you want to.
Because doesn't his blood have regenerative nature?
No.
You don't know.
I mean, he died twice and came back from the dead.
He used second wind, which is like an adrenaline burst.
Actually, it's the old. He has the old Die Hard perk from the Pathfinder 1
Oh.
Die Hard, not the. Because Die Hard changed from Pathfinder 1 to Pathfinder 2.
So we don't know.
You don't
Blood
know.
could be useful.
It could be. It's up to you.
Baryakamule is just in a weird mood. Let's collect the blood in vitals.
All right,
Yeah.
roll me
All right.
a nature check.
Nature check. Oh no, it's a 20 and rolled to a 2. Still a 17.
With a 17, you're able to get like half a vial.
You make a mess.
Yeah, it's a mess. You're trying to
Just chopping it
you're
up.
trying to make
Get more of the
this
blood
wolf's
on yourself.
Already pretty.
I'm using an
it's-
axe to cut a vein, guys. It's
Yeah.
hard.
You're trying to make a
Trying to hold it
drain
open with
from
the knots
an
that you've
axe, and
tied,
It's just like
and
going
it's
everywhere.
not going
and you're
well.
not-
All the knots keep slipping
Watch.
through.
Watch it, monkey.
Yeah, not
He
able
cuts
to-
a vein and it just sprays all over him.
Do we roll to dodge the spurt of blood?
No, you don't have to. You're fine. So yeah, now that you have this, and then you suddenly hear like a. Whoa, yeah! And you look over, and there is Gunnar still on his
Still
roof.
around.
Like, oh yeah, good job.
I take a bow.
Yoo-hoo, big summer blowout.
Yeah.
Thank you for your sacrifice. I know you did a lot to raise Howard.
And you still have. There's still a couple chickens that are tied down out in the field. Like 2 or 3 that didn't die in the craziness. of the
Dinner.
fight.
We go over. We untie them.
Dinner.
Hand them
Wait,
back
can
to
we
Gunnar.
like harvest the fur and the claws and the teeth off this guy? I mean, come on, guys, this is valuable.
Oh, do we have to check for that?
If you want to harvest things off it, you would want to check for it, or
Okay.
you could.
Oh, so as a
Take
as
it
a
in.
hater of all canines, I'm going to collect some teeth to make a necklace.
All right.
All right.
Karzjo gathers around.
I am just watching on.
So-
and,
It's the enamel
fascination. All I care about
Gushing
is the body.
gold.
So once you guys are done, we can grab the body and make our way.
So,
back.
can I take some of his teeth, some of his claws, some of his fur parkers out of nature check?
if you both want to make me nature checks for that, go for it.
Okay.
Does anybody
Oh,
need
no.
healing?
21 for
Is it
nature check,
free?
Park. That's a little
Yes.
better.
You're able to
I got a
This is
little
hell.
bit better than that.
You're able to get a couple teeth,
Yes,
and some,
Elthoron could
you
do
know,
some healing.
some fur.
I took a nasty little bite there.
Elthoron,
And some claws?
how are your
I got
wounds?
31 nature check.
You get like 1 or 2 claws. You're able to get a handful of teeth, whatever you need from it. Karzjo.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a bunch of his teeth and
Take some extra skin and claws for me, Karzjo.
I'll try for some blood while we're here too.
Yes.
Don't drink it.
That's my man.
You'll become a werewolf. I mean,
So would his fur have cold resistant properties? We're just
wouldn't
stripping
know.
this guy. Fine. And then while I get the teeth, I'll also harvest his pelt.
Yes.
Because-
Thank you. I want his
because
tail. If you could give me his tail, that'd be great.
and why his tail?
I'm not gonna tell you. I need it for something later. It's worth it. Trust me.
My friends,
thinking long-term.
before we completely destroy the body, we would like to get this back to our friend of the god. It's quite possible that after we get it to him, we could have our way and take things apart. But if we take it all apart now, he might lose some valuable information. Eh?
This is where Baryakamule just like cuts off the head and hands it to you to get back to him.
That is true. Well,
Thank
but
you.
dude, that would have
Thank
made
you,
the
Baryakamule.
best part of the pelt.
Yes.
Oh no, we're not letting him keep it. We're just gonna skin the rest, and we'll take the head later.
Okay. Then yeah, let me I'll take the
Does not
pelt
feel it.
and put it in the
One-
bag of holding
one
as
hand
well
up
as
and
the
back
teeth.
Sweet.
Okay, Parker.
Yep.
Elthoron, your wounds. How badly are you hurt?
Down to 87.
Out of?
So I could roll. Let me do a treat wounds on myself. We're here for maybe 10 minutes. Would that work?
Yeah.
And if
Okay.
there's anything remaining, I can also cast Soothe on you. do some healing.
I can also do battle medicine, or is that only in initiative perk?
That's only during combat.
That's during.
Okay.
But it's
You could do it's the same. It's
Do the same as treat wounds afterwards. It's basically battle medicine allows you to treat wounds during combat.
Oh, okay. So you cannot use it when you're out of initiative.
Well, then you can
Well,
use treat
use
wounds.
treat
then
wounds
it's
out
with
of
treat wounds. Yeah, then
Just
it's
easy.
you just use regular treat ones.
Because you can't
Okay.
normally use treat wounds in combat, or if if you do, it's a major disadvantage for doing it. That's a higher DC. You can't do it.
Right.
Because treat wounds takes 10 minutes. Battle medicine lets you do that quickly. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so for my treat wounds, I'm gonna go for the expert on that. So I have medicine
What DC?
at 6, DC 20.
Okay.
Okay.
Medicine
Is
is
expert-
16. Rolled 15.
Okay, so it's 31.
Hmm.
So that would be a critical success on your.
Critical success in DC 20.
Yeah, I was hoping
Superhero.
Jason was going to do the risky surgery on himself.
Let's go.
for only a few hit points.
Oh no, risky surgery
Brandon
gives you
played.
so much back if you do it right.
It's fantastic.
I know, but he's not down that much.
So that
Desperate times.
my 4d8, I rolled 20 plus 10, so gain 30.
Yep.
Wow,
shot.
that's almost
Right?
all your health back.
Nice.
Good stuff.
How much you down now?
And
Nice.
then, who else? I'm at 117 out of.
Yeah, have you sustained very many blows?
I don't.
Do you-
I don't,
do
I
you-
don't-
Baryakamule offers you some berries to rub in it.
Now. No, I'm asking you. I understand you're a very prideful individual that might not want to admit that you've been hurt, but I'm always willing to heal you.
I'm
Yeah,
down to
listen to Yak.
73.
Yes,
I will
say that
accept.
to the yak.
You know, Baryakamule didn't catch
I have a lot
anything
of
but
respect
cold
for
in this
this.
fight.
Karzjo is down to 73 health.
Oh, Karzjo, come here. Come here.
I
I didn't see very much happening in the battle. I hoped to help you with my six shreds and Backstreet Boys, but in the meantime, let me come heal you, Karzjo. And I play a melody, and I cast Soothe on Karzjo. 1d6 plus 4 hit points.
What do I get?
You get a whole whopping epic amount. Where the heck is it? Here it is. Wait, well that's a 1d10, but there it is. Wait. Let's go! 11.
11.
Yeah.
Okay.
A whopping.
Yeah.
Can I step in and also help out here
Yes, if you want to.
for healing myself?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull out my
Everybody
knife
heal,
and do some risky surgery.
How many hit points does he need?
I only need
Oh wait, what's your max?
98. So
really
I'm at
sacrificed.
84 now.
Oh, you're close.
Got this, I got this. Baryakamule wants to roll a medicine check. I'm gonna take
Elthoron's
some
like,
dirt
I
and some
shall help.
berries and pack his wounds with dirt and berries.
I'm only down 14.
Berry dirt pack. Let's see what we get here.
Oh, come. No, cat, come. We heal.
That's a 23 to pack dirt and berries in his wounds.
My friends, we are staying back
Major
at
infection.
the King's Cup, I imagine, tonight, and we can finish our healing there and have much nicer
I'm
comforts.
okay.
Let's
No
be
major
on our way
surgeries
for now.
needed.
Okay, I'll put my knife away. I
Alright,
love
get
using
the
my
rest.
knife.
Sure.
Ah.
Elthoron is disappointed.
I eat the berries and throw the dirt.
All right, should we take a break?
Oh,
Yeah. You guys want to take a short break? Come back in like 10 minutes, 9 o'clock.
yeah, that
We'll be
works.
back at 9 o'clock and then go from there.
All right.
We
Back
needed
at nine.
like a cool
Okay.
outro where someone's like eats the camera or something.
Good job, guys.
I can
Like
break
Chris
that.
Angel's mind freak.
Okay, we'll be back.
Hey, in case you haven't, make sure to mash up subscribe. Phillip, is that
Back
a picture
now.
of the same picture you printed for Lorndai?
Quite possibly. Took that in Israel.
I think
We
it
have
is.
returned.
It's a beautiful one.
Yeah. I need to pull out some of my pictures of northern trips. I don't have any much of rocky coastline in the snow.
And we are back to Bring
do.
Your Own Bard,
And with that,
where
Welcome.
barbarians are savage, catfolk are real,
And bards are nuisances.
monkeys and goblins have babies. And we're just gonna leave that
Anyway.
there.
You weren't supposed to know about that.
anyway,
That was a secret.
You
That was a
have
secret
killed-
storyline.
You have slain the adlet that was being problematic for the Bone Quarter of Kalsgard. What are you doing
Putting it nicely.
now? Again, it is like,
Pretty late
2 a.m. in the morning, something
Yeah.
like that.
So I am taking the head and I have a
Wait, this-
I have that short cloak. It's a fencing cloak. I'm gonna pull it off. I'm going to wrap the head up in there, and I suggest we make our way back for the evening and get some sleep now.
Is it
back at
a-
the King's Cup?
Is it a bad omen if we
Well,
keep an adlet head next to our bedside? Or
I am fine with
I
it.
guess we'll find out.
Baryakamule will
this-
sleep with it as his pillow if it bothers you.
This shopkeeper out here that was clapping for us,
More the
we could
better.
ask him if he could store the body, right?
No! What? What happens in that thing? We can't trust this guy?
Yeah, I want his pelt.
I trust this man. What was his name?
Gunnar.
Gunnar. I trust Gunnar with my life.
I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw a chicken.
I shall keep the head. I am fine either way if we want to leave the body here or take it with us. But I do recommend that we don't walk right through town with it or we be discreet if possible.
So Baryakamule a little disappointed. You don't know why, but in Yak culture, when you kill foes, you put their heads on pikes and carry it around proudly. So he's a little disgusted that you wrapped it up and hid it.
Does he have to roll perception again to see? He
I
seems
have no
visibly
idea.
disgusted. Yep.
So you're heading.
I'm just staring at you.
He's just
Just
being
making
practical.
faces. So you guys, you
Just
all
like,
start
what is
walking
wrong
back.
with these weird humans?
Baryakamule
Hiding
is falling
their-
behind you, sticking
hiding
his
their
tongue out.
kills?
I'm just carrying it in this brightly colored sack to my side.
Meanwhile,
Put it in the way to hold it.
I've tied the tail to my belt. It's just hanging off.
All right.
With a knot?
With a knot of all knots.
My
dude.
goodness.
Savage knot right there.
He's evolving.
All right. So you start making your way back to the King's Cup. You get back to, if you remember the map, you have to pass through the keep to get back. So you get to that first gate, and the watch has changed since the last time you passed through.
Wait, did we take the body or we leave the body?
We'd start. Oh, okay. I'll just carry the body in.
Roll
Alright,
Wrap
alright.
it up and I'll carry the
I
body.
mean, do we need the body?
We already took the pelt and everything else. It may taste good, actually. We're carrying those ribs back.
Did we take the pelt yet, or are we waiting to show it to
Well,
somebody?
you already skinned the pelt, remember? And you took the stuff and
I
put it in
think
the
we
bag
should
of
just take
holding.
the head, personally.
Okay, then yeah, I'll take the pelt off, and then we don't need the body.
Hold on.
So we leave that
Leave
with
the
Gunnar.
adlet to the chickens.
We just dump
So-
yeah, throw it in the
Gunnar.
Nature check
Leave it to Gunnar.
of 23. I want to take a couple ribs with me, Parker, for dinner later.
Do
Not like a
yaks
little
eat
werewolf.
meat?
On occasion.
Only the blood of my enemies.
So 23 would get you. You're not an experienced butcher. So
Just
it's
took the
not-
axe and swung. Took whatever broke off.
Yeah,
There's some
it's
veal.
Not much.
There's
It's
some
like
there's some veal on there.
yeah, it's pretty gnarly what you end up with. But
It's like pieces.
Sweet.
if you want some pieces,
Mix that with some morning berries.
All right.
I'll
So
be
we
staying far away from that.
did we bury the body? We just like Gunnar take care of this.
It's not our problem. I mean, that's my attitude.
All right.
Or
Flip
that's
him a piece of
Gixrat
copper,
attitude.
pull a Han Solo,
Yep.
be like, sorry for the mess, and walk out,
Sorry for the mess. Yep.
leaving Greedo on the table.
Gunnar's like, "We'll take care of the body. Thank you so much for killing the wolf.
You're welcome.
It has been a problem for us for weeks now. So you killing it. Is
Of course,
just,
of course.
you know,
It's the least you can do.
yeah. Thank you again, and thank you for buying my chickens. If you ever need
Got it.
more chickens,
I'll come straight to the Bone Quarter, directly to you, Gondar.
All right. Okay. We have the head wrapped up in a sack. We're walking
Yeah.
back through the
So-
city.
I'm wagging the tail at people as I walk by them like this.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning. There's nobody out.
I'm
No.
wagging it at Gundar.
No sober people.
Until you get to that first gate and the guards stop you and are like, "Halt! State your business." And then
Oh wait, roll an
They
intimidation
realize-
check.
you guys are like covered in blood.
Yes.
And it's like immediately weapons are drawn and they're like,
Shing, 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 shing.
"Where are you? State your business. Where are you coming from?" Like they're like now like kind of a little bit panicked, and like there's one that's like got it like a horn in his hand, just like there's probably like 6 or 7 of them.
Now, gentlemen,
Not even a competition. Oh, wait, I'm
Hold
rolling
your
an intimidation
britches.
check.
calm down,
Oh
everyone.
no, it's horrible.
We have no reason to be deceptive, yeah? We have no reason to draw our swords, invoke violence, to invoke the rest of the gods. I cast glibness, which is falsehoods pass your lips as smoothly as silk. You gain a +4 status bonus to deception checks to lie, and against perception checks to discern if you are telling the truth, and you add your level even if you're untrained. If the implausibility of your lies prompts a circumstance penalty or a DC increase, reduce that penalty or increase by half. So, let's see. I think it's +4 plus your level.
Well,
That's unreal.
It's just
You can-
modified.
you add your level if you're not proficient.
Oh, if you're not.
If you're proficient, it's just +4.
Okay. Yes, which I am trained. I'm an expert in lying.
All right. So what are you telling the guards?
I say, folks, calm down. We were simply us gallivanters out on the eve of 2 a.m. We're simply following a bounty. We were stalking animals in the evening. We were. Let's see, what's a good lie?
The guy's like, why are you all covered in blood then?
Well, you see, the
Are you
job
witches?
is never that easy.
Wild
the-
night at the bar.
It really was quite a wild night for the most part. We got into a couple brawls before we left the eve, but we decided
Less
to sober
brawls.
up and hunt
More
for
like kerfuffles.
some nice wildlife. And well, you can see this yak here. He's not the most trained butcher, but he gets the job done. We try to work as a unit when you're tearing the flesh of our boar and our deer and our game for the most part, but it sure sobers us up and kind of leaves a little bit less of a hangover the next day for whenever we go out for a night of drinking. A good hunt, right, lads?
Oh my
a good hunt,
gosh.
yeah?
Roll a deception check.
That's right.
You have
Why
+4
can't we
on
just
that.
tell them the truth? I mean, they're friendly.
That is, let's see, it was 14. So 18 plus. Ooh, I like that. So 38. No, 37.
Yeah, I mean, with that, they're like, okay.
Are they totes duped?
Yes, of course.
You're hunting.
Evening butchers. Don't you know the best prey is in the wee hours of the morning? We're night owls. We don't get very much sleep.
They seem unsure.
But I'm not an owl, of
they're
course. I'm a
like-
monkey. I mean,
Yeah. They're unsure, but they're kind of taking your word for it.
tomatoes, tomatoes. You know the difference. It's not too bad. Right, fellas? Right? Just out for an evening hunt?
Oh yes, that's right.
Yes, of course.
Wave my tail at them.
Yes. We come from the inn. Yes.
Alright,
We're
then let them
home.
pass. You should definitely get cleaned up though, because that's a bit of a mess.
Yes. We plan to. Do you see any toiletries out here? Do you see running water streams? Do you
There's
see?
a river like right there.
Not that one is tainted. Haven't you heard? Haven't you heard the news?
No.
The news. That's. Her
Another
mistress.
deception.
It's getting deeper.
Roll me another deception check.
Her mistress, the hag. Baba Yaga has poisoned the water supply. That's why we can't. That's why we can't clean ourselves in the river.
Oh no.
Let's go! Let's go! All right, so that's 38.
And they're like, I didn't know that. We were just drinking that water earlier.
Oh my goodness!
Oh no.
You poor lads! Quick! Douse yourself in ordain yourself in fine jewels, quartz, necklaces. Be sure to watch yourself from the other stream that's on the other side of town. You know, the one that's by the lake. Yes, of course, because it goes out to the lake. Yes. Be sure to make yourself, just with haste, to the other side of the town. Bathe yourself in the Kalina supply as it goes out into the steaming sea. Will be blessed and forbade of Baba Yaga's deep, dark, black magic.
Oh, okay. We'll get right on that.
Yes, first thing, before you get up and before the sun rises, otherwise the curse will take its full effect.
We're on duty for the next like 4 hours, but we'll take care of it.
You're gonna have to find a cover shift. I don't know what to tell you, Chief.
I mean that'll be before dawn. That sun doesn't come for 7 hours. We've got some time.
It had better be.
Yeah.
Otherwise the curse is.
Thank you for the warning.
Of course. All the least I could do, of course. All the better for you, really. You're doing yourselves a favor, if anything.
Yeah, thank you so much again for...
It's my pleasure.
No, real quickly. How far away is this stream you're saying they should go wash in?
You mean the one you shouldn't wash in?
The one they should go wash in.
Oh, it's
just on the other side of town. How quickly would it take to get that?
It's the coastline into the sea. It should probably take, like, no more than an hour to get...
And you said your shift lasts for another 4 hours, is that right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Let's see. To my calculation, that's close to sunrise, isn't it?
That's very close. Now, really quickly, we would want to help you out in this situation. We would mind watching your post real quickly. If you could come back within 4 hours before the shift changes, we'll make sure no unsavory characters pass through this.
Yes, and we scared you with our blood, so can you imagine any intruders? They'd be awfully terrified of us.
Oh no.
We are the shifty characters.
We would risk a curse before we abandoned our post. I mean, what kind of curse are we talking about?
Oh, the worst of kinds. Your skin will change blood. You'll gain a hankering for flesh and bones. You'll turn on your own friends. You'll become your own worst enemy. You feel soaring pain throughout your entire body. First, the hives get you. Then, the diarrhea. That's the worst stage.
Roll me another perception. No, another deception check.
Okay. And you, sir,
No!
what is your name?
I'm Olaf.
Olaf. Ah, yes. Well, you must understand that if you don't want to look like our friend here, and I point to Baryakamule, then it's best that you do this very quickly. Trust me.
Whoa.
Very quickly.
I'm quite
Save
good looking
yourself.
as far as Minotaurs go, thank you.
If the curse is we look like him, then I would take that curse and keep my honor.
All right.
Oh yeah, bloody fist bump
Great
from
idea.
Minotaur right now.
He like,
Yeah.
Doesn't
Keep
he
it
like gives you the fist bump? He's still looking at you guys. They're
34.
shaking. Yeah, they are shaking.
They're shook.
Yeah.
You'd better get there quickly. The Baba Yaga's magic is dark, brooding, twisted, and wicked.
We'll
Parker,
see if we can get our
speak
shit
Yod.
covered. What?
Do they speak Jotun?
No.
Oh,
They
does
would
nobody
speak-
speak Jotun in this town?
Except for the giants. There are giants here.
Yeah, there was one giant you saw on the dock earlier.
Yes, what's the name of the barkeep?
Fennel?
Fennel. Yes, that's right. Yes.
Yeah, so they admit you through the keep. You're able to walk on.
Right, of
Well,
course.
Olaf,
I put my
best
hand
of luck to you. Hopefully we shall see you fine tomorrow.
put my hand on his shoulder and say, "For your sake, sir, save yourself."
Yeah. Oh, we will. Thank you.
And we tread onward.
Back to the King's Cup. Do we already have rooms there?
You do.
Sweet.
And you get kind of an eyebrow raise from the bouncer at the door right now. They recognize you. And so as much as you guys are showing up, completely covered in dirt and blood, it's
We had a
they
rough
recognize
night.
you and they're not like, it's not the end of the world.
Wild buddy.
Oof.
Yeah, they've seen worse.
You guys got any buckets of water and round the side of the
Place to clean up.
Yeah, I mean, there's like barrels of rainwater all around the side, and at the end of each hall, there's like a washroom you can like there's a drain, and you can like dump the water on yourself, and it'll just like drain out into the street.
Go straight
up
down?
Yep.
Right
straight
back
into the
in,
street
back
up
into the sea, or back into the street.
right back into the bucket.
Oh, very
No.
cool. Interesting.
Just put an empty bucket under the drain. Like, more bathwater.
How does that work?
Recycling, you know, it's this new thing.
Ah, yes, yes.
Gotta maintain those ice. Actually, they would want the ice to go away. Yeah. So
Reduce,
yeah,
reuse.
it just
It's
washes
a
out into
movement,
the-
truly.
Yeah. So
Cool. So we wash
I'm a
ourselves
cat.
off.
I'll just start cleaning myself. Yeah, I just start licking myself.
anything, I mean, it's late. Anything you want to do before? So washing up and then just going to bed.
Yeah.
Washing
Go back to
up, do my evening knot tying, and hit the sack.
Okay.
I'm gonna do one more heal up.
Okay.
Treat some more wounds. Where am I at though? Hold on. I'm
I have
at.
dirt berries.
So is it something that you can't heal by just sleeping?
Oh, I'm down 15. So when I sleep, is it 10?
It's Constitution modifier times your level.
Whew.
So what's your?
Times level?
Dang,
Okay.
son. We're
So
fine. Let's just go to sleep.
You gotta
Okay,
get a
that
lot
works.
of hit points just.
Well,
from
dude,
sleeping.
yeah, your Constitution. I'm low on con. Mine, I heal 20. Oh wait, no, I heal 18. Yeah, I heal 18.
Okay.
So yeah, probably good.
Anything else though? Let's see.
Should be time enough tomorrow to take care of things.
My phone just died.
All right, bedtime it is.
Do you have an power strip over there?
With that, all of you
Plug like
Get-
way under the table.
That'll put me back at full.
Hero point or 2 hero points?
you
Nothing
each get
close.
1 hero point,
Okay.
and then you are going to gain 120 XP for that.
Woot woot.
Extension. Sun guy.
120.
120 XP
You
for that
have
one.
to use old-fashioned paper.
Okay.
What's the total that you have over there, Karzjo? Is it 325?
Here we go. That's right.
I only have 300, but I could be wrong.
We just said.
Where did we get the 25?
We just
We just got
got
125 right now.
120 right
Oh,
now.
120.
120.
120.
So
Yeah,
we
so I
should
have
be at
320.
320. Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
320. My bad.
I have an idea. Can I get this real quick? I must revive my phone. For my stats are withheld.
So.
Okay. Parker, could I get up? Just Baryakamule had a good night's sleep. Just gonna get up early and do my knot tying if that's okay.
Very
Yeah.
long cable.
Go ahead.
So-
and... Oh, yep, go for it.
Oh, I was gonna
Another-
I was gonna tell Cody or Baryakamule that I was gonna hand him the teeth that I collected and ask him to make a necklace
Yes.
for me.
I'm actually making friendship bracelets for the team. It's gonna be great.
I need teeth in a necklace though
All right, I'll work on it.
to reveal my
We've
trophies.
done it.
All right. I'll hold on to it for now
Invented
because my
electricity.
crafting isn't high enough yet.
By Jove.
Parker, how many days of crafting do I need to get to
Gigajoules
get a
intensify.
boost
So
to
in
my
crafting?
crafting?
It's. I don't know what it is. I think it's. I'm pretty sure it's like 21 or 20.
I thought it was 2 weeks.
Might be 2 weeks. How many are you at so far? You're at like 2?
I'm at 5 days of crafting
That's a lot of days.
Yeah.
because I've been doing it since day one, since we got here and rode around the barge and all those things. So I get up
Yeah.
in the mornings and I craft and go to bed at night and I craft.
Okay. Sweet. So that.
Do we have crafting?
Oh, he's working on it.
Is he learning how to tie
He's learning how to tie knots. He's working on necklaces
specific
today.
knots? What are some really
Today it's
special
necklace knots. It's
advanced?
macrame.
Huh?
It's macrame.
Today it's macrame. We're learning
He's
some special
making some-
knots.
Nice.
Pothole.
Sometimes I
Bracelets.
knit at bed when you guys are asleep, so you can't make fun of me. But yeah, macrame this morning.
In solitude. Best way to
It's-
practice.
Yeah, so the next morning comes, you wake up. Some of you are pretty sore. That was you took some hits. Some of you didn't take any hits at all.
And And I'm
You're
feeling
totally
good.
fine. But you wake up, sun coming through your windows. What do you want to do with your day?
To the Grungir Forest,
after-
anyone?
What'd you say?
To the Grungir Forest, anyone?
Well, first.
Oh, I was gonna say
would like some
Baryakamule could do with a
breakfast.
stiff drink.
Ah, yes. Nothing quite wakes me up like a barbiturate.
Breakfast downstairs.
I'm going
Yeah,
to
anybody want a little
leave
meat and berry?
the head under my bed and go downstairs for breakfast.
Okay. So yeah, you roll downstairs.
I would like to take the
take the
head,
head
Parker,
with
and stick it in my bag if I could, while
Phillips?
Aiden's not looking.
Wait, you're gonna steal it from Aiden's room?
I'm not stealing it. I want to use it for a puppet act later.
I'm just borrowing it without him knowing.
You're all in different
Yeah.
rooms, so you're gonna have to make a stealth check against his perception to sneak into his room. And
Oh,
take
there's
it.
no
I've
way
already
that's gonna
left.
happen.
I've
We'll
gone
try.
downstairs.
Oh, so he's
Wouldn't
left.
this
So
just be a thievery check?
I guess just Aiden's already left his room, so if you want to sneak over there and get it,
Yeah.
There's
it's
no
not- it's
sneaking.
not-
I'm just gonna walk in
it's not
there,
locked.
shoulder the door, grab the head, stick it in my bag.
Turn the doorknob slowly.
Big ol' yak head comes through the door like this.
Any humans in here? No?
yeah.
Do
So
you,
that
do you leave a knot as your signature?
I tie a little knot and like leave it on his pillow. We'll trade.
In place
I'm
of
just
it.
borrowing.
you all end up downstairs, and you can get an order of breakfast and what are you wanting to drink? You wanting to do the like mead or ale? You wanting to do their morning growler, which was the little bit of ale with the black coffee?
Right. They had
Or
that
the-
mix. I will take
Yeah.
one of those. It's that kind of morning, you know.
Yep.
How much?
It's gonna run you for breakfast and a morning growler. It'd be like I'm trying to remember what I said it was. Last time. 5 silver a person, I think, for a hearty
What?
breakfast and
Yeah.
like and a
Go hardy
yeah
breakfast.
a spiked coffee.
Yeah.
So can I get a spiked coffee, Parker, and a cup of just hot water? How much does that cost me?
Hot water would be free.
Okay, how much is the coffee?
Just the coffee is gonna be probably like 2 silver.
2 silver? Steep
Yeah.
coffee.
It's the good stuff. I got it.
It's the King's Cup.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
This isn't the cheap ale. This is the better stuff.
Only the finest establishment in Kalsgard.
So I'm gonna steep some grass and berries in my tea, make my own little like brew over here.
Ooh.
Chug my spiked coffee.
Some yak tea, eh? Might I...
Anybody else want some yak tea?
Can I suggest to you, Yak? I've got a few spices that you might be able to add. Wither root, generally pretty good. Has a bit of a bitter flavor, but a very strong aftertaste. And nutmeg. This one's also quite a nice addition to a good tea. Up to you. I'll leave it here for you, just in case.
Does bitterroot have any sort of negative effect on you?
Nope.
I don't think
Nope.
so.
It's called wither root.
Witherroot.
Yep. It's just a very aged, old bark that when you crush it up into little bits, kind of adds a little bit of a bitter flavor with some strong aromatic aftertaste.
All right, I cautiously take it,
And some
smell it,
nutmeg.
break it up, and put it in the tea.
It's up to you.
My
I
tongue
didn't
goes
see
numb
it.
later. You're in
I'm
trouble.
not looking. I'm not checking to see if he did it. I'm just. The decision is his. I'm making my own stuff over here. I'm getting a growler.
Okay.
It's a good starter for my day. And I sprinkle some nutmeg in it as well. What is on the course for
Who did we lost Jason?
food today? Jason, are you here?
Looks like he's getting back in.
Cool.
So does the background go away when someone
Tempo
drops out?
sounds
What's
good.
happening?
Because it messes up all the screen captures.
Oh.
So if I switch to you, it looks fine.
Oh, this is fine.
Hello.
That's what's going on.
I got the GM
Oh,
cam
so it's
going.
fine on the stream. It's just on our end. That's what's weird. It's like they're just seeing me, not.
Be back.
What happens is, yeah,
It just shuffles the positions.
Yeah. So we
this
move
view.
on.
Yeah.
Welcome
because-
back, Jason.
Yeah, it shuffles it.
Okay.
So-
Nice.
All right,
Yeah.
let's get this
What's
party on the road.
What's on the course for food this morning?
And the person at the counter like, this morning it's we've got some bacon, and we've got fish, and we've got eggs,
Bacon
and there's some bread, and there's always some cheeses.
Do you make a fine cheese up here in Ice
I
Fairy?
mean, it's a cheese.
Okay.
It's not the
Can't
best
complain.
cheese, but it's a cheese.
Well, not just any cheese. I've had my fair share of cheeses in the past, and not every cheese is grand cheese. Cheese that's from an island doesn't age well. It has to be very far inland, very cultivated and pasteurized. So I'll judge your cheese. I'll be the judge of this. I'm gonna take a little bit, like a little slice. Any bread to go along with it? Crumbly,
Fancy, though.
salty.
Yeah.
Thank you. And your name?
I'm gonna give him the rack of ribs, Parker, from the werewolf, and ask him if they'd cook it. Will they cook that for us? Serve it with our breakfast.
He's like, no, we don't cook that here.
Adler meat? Really? But it is the finest flavor. Have you not heard of Adler meat?
That just sounds like a bad idea to cook like werewolf. Or
It's
adler.
not werewolf. It's Adler.
So
Very
sounds
far
like
from
a
the crown
bad-
of the world. It's exotic. Can I cast deception?
If you really
It's delicious.
Yes.
It's
It's delicious.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
But Adler meat is delicious. Just saying.
Are they gonna cook it?
No.
Oh,
There's a lot of
I just say
overhead
I'm just like,
behind that decision.
Yeah.
Just take it back.
No.
Oh no.
No.
Okay.
Sorry. We don't cook that here.
Well, that's fine. More for me then. However, I will take a few strips of bacon, some bread, a nice growler,
Yep.
and some cheese. And
Is
here
there
comes the cheese.
place
Can I
here?
roll to see how good the cheese is?
Yeah. Go for it.
Flat check, 16.
I mean,
Wolfen cheese.
it's pretty simple. I mean,
Okay.
tastes like it might be a goat cheese. Not. I mean,
Oh,
I'm working with what they.
that's
have up here,
fine.
but it's not like.
Not raving.
No, this isn't like ideal cheese. Culturing climate. If
Well-
you've been like south in the kingdom, you'd have had fine cheese before. You
Some
know
finer
this is like.
cheese. Yeah.
Probably would
It's
have
not my best.
stolen
Not the
some
best
really
cheese.
fine cheeses.
Alright.
Yeah.
The icy climates, the islandy climates
Don't lend themselves to well.
aren't ideal.
Too cold, microbes don't grow well. Cultures aren't right.
Mm.
That's why I asked.
Baryakamule, what were you asking for?
Is there a fireplace here?
There would be one over in like you'd see like an open like fire area in the middle.
Is there a fire in it?
Yeah, there's a fire
Presently.
going.
Don't do something disgusting.
Fires are brewing.
No roasting
I'm
heads
gonna
over the
go
fire.
Nature check, cooking my own ribs in front of them.
She's gonna get some.
Oh yeah, that's a 31, that 29 nature check to cook the ribs over the fire.
You can if you want to. You're getting weird looks from the barkeeps though.
How does it smell?
Hey, I'm gonna give him some weird looks back. I'm rolling for intimidation. Oh, that's not gonna be high enough. That's actually he's holding a bartender. It might work. That is a 22 intimidation.
Yeah, they're not approaching you or talking to you about it, but there's like definitely giving you a weird look.
A little shifty.
Oh yeah.
So that you can
Shifty as
roast
where
it.
you cook your Adler veal.
I'm cooking my Adler right here.
Do you just
I'm
set
gonna-
it on the top of the wood and just let it get a little black on the outside?
You know, I'm just kind of like, holding it around. Actually, rotisserie style. I'm gonna like take one of their utensils and just spear it, and I got like the fire poker. I just ran it through, and I'm just turning it with the fire poker.
I wish I could cast Mage Hand and just slowly rotate it and cook it for you, but I don't have that. Most unfortunately.
If only we had a shriveled elf hand.
That would be really ideal.
That would
More
only
shriveled
make the
elf
situation even grosser. Our other campaign, Jason, we have a shriveled elf hand on a chain that gives you the power of mage hand. You can like use the little chain elf
Oh, wow.
hand to move things.
I can give you a little bit of catnip to use to season it.
So with
What?
that,
No.
you're able to finish roasting your ribs.
Stay away from that stuff, man.
You
Grass
all
and berries only. It's got a nice little berry glaze
finish
on
up your breakfast, however strange they may be. And what are you doing with your day?
Hold on. We're all going to eat the Adler real quick.
So while he's Karzjo does not. Karzjo will reach into his bag and grab one of the fish that he stored, and and that'll be his breakfast. And
Raw fish.
while Baryakamule cooking, I'll prepare my 9 poisons for the day,
Okay.
and then
So-
I'll.
So, since we fought battle, I'm more friendly with you guys now. I've had my hood off, and you can see I'm definitely an elf, from the ears and everything. And I walk over to Karzjo and ask, "Do you want me to help tan the hide you picked up last night?"
Oh, that would be excellent. I'll hand the hide to Elthoron.
Can we? Maybe I'll head over by Baryakamule and string it up above the fireplace.
The barkeep's gonna hate us.
Yeah, you're getting string just looks from them, just like.
Get your own place.
You want me to do a tanning check just to see how well this comes out?
Yep, go ahead and give me a tanning check.
This madness.
Oh, if you roll 91 to catch us on fire, I'm going to die of laughter.
A 5 though, so that comes out to
You have a hero point.
18.
18.
You have a hero point. Use your hero point.
Yeah, that's not acceptable for an elf. I'll use the hero
pelt
point to
must be
reroll on this one.
tanned.
Yeah.
There we go. That's a 19 plus
Let's go.
13 comes
Supreme
out 32.
Always
Yeah,
use
that-
hero points for superfluous things.
You're getting it going, and it looks like it's going to be a really good pelt. Like it's
You
going to
guys
turn
know
out
the
really
deal.
well.
Yes. All right.
So, can I do like a nature check to it to see if it has any like cold resistive properties?
Go for it.
Okay.
Better use that.
Would it be a nature check or would it be like Arcana?
You
I
could
guess
do
like I could just put it. I could step outside into the cold with it and see if it helps.
Yeah, if you want to.
I mean,
you
of
could.
course it would. It's like a coat.
Well, I don't know. So, like, would a nature check work for it?
Yes. Go ahead and roll me a nature check. I mean, they tell you different things, but yeah, go for it.
Okay. I don't know how, but I've rolled so many 18s tonight. Like, I don't know why just
I
that
want it.
number, but
I
I've rolled
want it.
18s.
Give me your die.
It's stupid. Like, I've rolled several 18s. I rolled a couple 2s, but
Actually, it's not. This is the rocker.
that's 31 nature check.
That is my hero.
31.
Nice.
With
Yeah.
that, just looking the pelt over, you get the feeling it'll be warm, but not like. It doesn't look
Extra
like
warm?
it's super super warm. Like as warm as a normal fur pelt. It's not gonna be like. Just from the way it looks naturally, it doesn't look like it naturally is gonna give you any increase in your like cold protection.
Okay.
What? You can't
But
wear it and have frozen powers?
Basic Aden pelt.
No.
Well, it is white, so I could use it to increase my my sneak in snow. Like I could use it to help hide myself in the snow.
The
My
ghillie
character
strategy.
is black and white anyway, but this just adds a little more white.
Yeah.
All right, let's go turn in our bounty. I'm making jerky, Adler jerky for us all. We all have to eat it at some point.
Ooh, that's gonna be a tall order, my friend.
All right, back
No.
to the sheriff.
No offense, I'm gonna stay.
And
far
I'll
away from
I'll
that
wear the
Adler
pelt on
jerky.
my shoulders. And
So-
while they
so
were
Karzjo-
doing that, so I did the poisons, but I also applied the poisons to my weapons ahead of time.
Karzjo, you would get the idea that you could use it to make. You could use it as winter clothing which would negate the damage from severe environmental cold and reduce the damage from extreme environmental cold, but it wouldn't give you any sort of cold resistance or protection against cold magic.
Okay.
So if you were out someplace cold enough that you were taking environmental cold damage every day, it would negate that or reduce it by 1 level, but it wouldn't protect you against
Nice.
cold magic.
Okay.
Well, let's roll.
Just
All
motivate
right.
certain things.
Well, my friends, I think I would like to do some shopping today, but first I think we should
Thinking the same.
turn in this request that we had promised one day to get this wolf problem taken care of. So I'll head up to my room and grab the head. So I check under the bed.
It's not there.
It's not there.
Meanwhile, I'm tying it to the top of my axe. So I
And
can
there's a
parade it
little
around
knot there, and it kind of looks familiar. So I come downstairs. Baryakamule, you have the thing.
What thing?
town. You see me like standing by the door. I'm just walking out and I have the head like posed with the tongue sticking out, tied to the top of the axe. I'm ready to parade it in true yak fashion.
All right.
Culture. I mean, you have to respect it.
Is Fennel out there?
He is sitting out in the front porch having a smoke.
Yeah.
Look fine.
I
with
want to
us? Does he
scare
see
Fiddle
what's
with
been
it. I
going
want to
on?
stick it out and scare Fiddle with it. Ready? Intimidation check. Yes. 23 to scare Fiddle by sticking the axe head out with the wolf head on it.
That's not that great.
Doesn't seem super phased.
I rush over there and I kind of shove Baryakamule just a little bit. I'm like, come on. Terribly sorry for that, Fennel.
Morning.
It's been a
Late night, wasn't it?
How
a
would
very
you?
wild and late night.
Well, I mean,
Do you watch us?
talk to the barkeeps.
Do you get reports? I see. He gets reports, everyone.
Yes.
Well,
Well,
tell him. He gathers intelligence.
we shall be out of your hair for at least a few hours today as we take care of
I mean, that's the point of a barkeeper is to gather intelligence, no?
Is it?
Kind of. I mean, that's where the real money is.
Yes, it is. Okay.
No, it's
Let's
a-
be on. our way.
Oh, we're gonna
Very
be back. We'll
suspicious
be back.
Real money is in intelligence and blackmail.
sentence there.
I
mean,
love
he's
this
the
guy
one who-
already.
He's like the job board and the hookup for
That's
underground
true.
work.
That's true.
Yeah, we got a lot.
Let's
of
go.
Contacts here.
Parade
Alright.
this thing through town.
Well,
You definitely get strange looks from.
do you fear us?
Me?
Yes, you, Fennel.
No.
Look at us and our Adler killing abilities. Look at this yak.
That's an impressive kill.
Big bulky fellow. But you've seen better?
No, I have seen better, but just not super
Not phased.
phased. Yeah, you see everything here. Haven't seen the Adler yet. That's a new one, but
We'll impress you soon enough, Fennel.
kind of weird that that's far south.
Very, very far. This actually came from the crown of the world, if you believe it or not. We traveled there overnight.
You went all the way up. He is not buying that. Go ahead and roll for it, but he's not going to be buying that. Let's roll really well.
We're legends, you see. Supersonic speed. Ooh, alright, my first unsuccessful for the night. 25.
He's just like, right.
I'm like leaving.
Like you
with-
said, legends make heroes.
I'm like leaving with Baryakamule. I'm like, Gixrat, are you still back there? Come on.
What?
Come
Oh,
on.
yes, of course. Just sweet talking the lad. And I follow suit.
Yeah, so you move on. You definitely get some odd looks from people in town.
At first I was like,
Oh yes.
maybe I should hang it back and blend in and let Baryakamule go first, but like, this is pretty good. So I'm going to strut right up there by his side with a smug look on my face and stare people down.
Yes. Looking everyone back in the eye.
He gets an A to his intimidation.
With a little
check.
bit of a swagger too, right down the middle of the streets. We go to
With
the gym.
panache.
That's right.
We're displaying that we're capable.
You get to the guardhouse and they bring you in. One of the guards goes in and talks to Captain Jean.
Was that his name?
I thought it was Jean, wasn't it?
I don't have it written down.
I had Jean written
Captain
down.
John Smith.
It's actually Jean Androsson.
Jean.
John Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
And so the guard comes back out. He's like, he will see you now. And shows you in.
Mr. Anderson. We barge right in. Hello, my friend. We
Look what we've got for you.
have
You
solved
got it.
your problem.
Wow.
But bam!
Not quite a
Like,
wolf.
thud the axe down, and you see the head kind of like sag a little on top of it, tongue hanging out.
And then I would like to gesture to Elthoron. Hey, our new friend. Would you mind explaining what this creature is to Captain here?
Really? Something not a wolf. Do tell.
Oh, yes.
We thought at first a werewolf, but it's actually an adlet. And then not really from around these parts. Much farther north, usually.
Very strange to see one in your city, I imagine.
This is very strange.
Seem to just be here eating farm animals, which is a little surprising how it wandered into the city.
And people on occasion.
Jimmy, did you find any evidence of what it was doing here?
We did not.
Well, did we?
I don't believe we did.
Nope, gotta be honest.
Seems that he was attacking the farm animals around in the area. And we believe
Poor Gunther and
this was
his
the one
chickens.
that the locals had seen.
The poor lad.
Because we
Helpless,
found the
you see.
prince, remember?
You should have
Going
seen
around
it.
town looking through
The
the
fear
windows.
on his face. Ghastly.
You found
white.
Prince where?
We tracked his prince through the city, his patterns that led back to the field, and we saw that he'd been looking through windows, tracking people.
Yes, this is true. Scaring people.
Very odd.
No.
Big scare.
Now, I myself am not familiar with these creatures. Seems they could be quite dangerous. But with our party, it was a simple matter, I would say. We took care of it quite quickly. And
Yes, you should have seen it. And I start telling him about the
These-
yak raised his axe in the air, sworded down the panache of this kind young chap, impaling him with the sword and agility of the likes you've never seen. Your gods would be jealous. And the cat with his poison blade inflicting pain upon the poor creature. And just as you saw it, an arrow pelting the brain of the adlet. It was impressive.
While you're telling the story, you start hearing quite a commotion out in the hallway.
Yes!
Getting closer. And then
The
also you
guards.
hear a woman yelling,
Okay.
John! And then the door just gets kicked open. And in comes this young woman. She's wearing elven armor. It's pretty battered.
Oh.
She has tattoos running down one side of her face. And her hair is like a braided red ponytail that's shaved on the sides and the top. And she's like, John! And then she sees you and stops. And she's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know you had company, but this is important and we need to talk now.
Roll for intimidation.
be
And
my
so-
guest.
Yo, natural 20! Natural 20! She's scared to death!
She is
She's
not
like, John! And then she sees
phased.
me.
at
Oh.
all.
Yes, she
Not
is.
even a
Natural
little.
33, bro.
That's not enough to
She
scare
do
her.
natural 20. You have to give something. You said critical
fearsome
success
lad.
always gets you something.
She's surprised to see you. Like, you see this look of surprise, but she looks like she would fight you. She's mad, and she looks like she would fight you right then and there without
I'm
knowing the
matching her
consequences.
glare right now, by the way.
And she's
Baryakamule.
screaming at you. So Jean is like, sorry, yes,
Excuse me, ma'am. Who might you be?
you just look in the
Pardon us. Be our guest. We shall step
And
aside.
Jean's
and
like,
have
gentlemen, if
our
you could wait
business.
outside for a moment, please.
Oh,
Just
yes.
hang on to your adlet head. And
I see.
go-
One for formalities. Yes.
Right back to you. So you end up outside for a few minutes. You can hear a kind of a loud, angry conversation going on inside.
Can I put my ear to the door?
You can if you want to.
Yeah.
And it's
Sure.
not much. It's mostly an Elven. She's yelling about some of the laws and the way things are being enforced and the way things are being done, and she's unhappy with
Which I probably don't understand most of it.
like the court and
I cast
I step away
comprehend language.
yeah. It's still all just like day-to-day political stuff, like how the courts
Oh,
and
it's
how
not-
things are working.
It's not about guards leaving their posts because Baba Yaga's poisoned
I was
the water.
gonna say.
No.
I was gonna say. Thanks for reminding him.
After a few minutes, I had that.
I'm
Okay.
waiting for
I
that.
also had that. After a few minutes, Jean opens the door and is like, Captain Vasquez, would you bring your men inside, please?
Oh, absolutely. Come on, guys.
I think it's who I think it is.
And at this point, you come back in, and she's like leaning up against the far wall with her arms crossed, just still giving you a death glare, Baryakamule.
About to say, I'm staring
phased.
right back, dude.
Yeah.
This is a legend.
And Captain Jean is like, gentlemen, this is Queen Tyra Ash Eyes.
That's who I thought it was. That's who I
And,
thought it was. Oh my gosh.
That's what I thought.
There are problems we think you could help with after seeing your work with the Adlet.
So immediately, I'm like,
Work. I'm sorry.
Your Majesty.
I'll correct you there first. This was but a simple chore, if that. A walk in the park, you might say. No such problem for us. Not work. Simply another day.
Thank you for taking the brief, I guess, enjoyment of fighting an Adlet, but, I mean, and
It
then
was.
she starts talking. She's like, basically, the odds are stacked against us on all sides right now. We have political movements inside of Kalsgard, working basically, to be frank, I have siblings looking to lay claim to the throne. They don't approve of my father approving me taking over as the new ruler of the Thanelands. The council does not approve of me ruling the Thaneslands and are backing these usurpers. We have strange creatures pouring out of the Gunir forest. We have... yeah. The witches are currently quiet, but that never lasts long.
For all we know, they poisoned the water source.
Yeah, and now there's reports that they've poisoned the water source. And we are looking into this matter.
You don't say.
We all kind of just look at you, Gixrat.
And at...
Oh no.
We also received word today. I received word today from my ally in Icemark that they have people disappearing, and they believe it is raiders from Broken Bay kidnapping their people. Now, the issue is that I would like to send a battalion to Icemark today. Nankoa is the only ally that I currently have as a queen. He is the only other Linnorm ruler who respects my claim to the throne, and I wish to support him in this matter. However, the council does not recognize him as a Linnorm ruler and will not approve the use of troops. So, if you would be inclined, there is work that could be completed in Icemark.
Oh yes, yes, of course. And my first question is, what's your asking price?
Oh my gosh.
We could provide you a ship over there. We could outfit you with the gear that you needed.
Yes.
And then once there, if this is fighting against Broken Bay as they seem to think it might be, there would definitely be spoils. These are pirates. There would be spoils for the taking there, and you would have your fair
I'm
share
in.
of whatever you could find there.
As it would be, yes, of course. And so, what is the exact location that we're planning to head to?
Well, we would send you.
We have to, step 1, know the area. Step 2, know the enemy, as Sun Tzu once said. Step 3, know what's in it for us. Step 4,
Step 4, flank him and spank him.
flank 'em, spank 'em. Step 5, be home for lunch.
Step 6, party.
Yeah.
Party.
They don't really have much as far as. So that's what she would tell you. You know, there's not like.
Over there.
Yeah, they don't really. I mean, the Varki are nomadic, And you would know this, Jason. You've been to Icemark, or Elthoron. You've been to Icemark. You've come through there before. The Varkian nomadic, they don't really. They have set cities they live in that they travel from, or town that they travel from location to location.
Wait, are we in Icemark?
No, you are
sorry.
in the Thanelands. You are in the central.
Yes, sorry, the town that we're in.
Icemark is
Iceberg.
north of the
We're
Steaming Sea.
Kalsgard.
You're in Kalsgard and the
wait.
Thaneland.
Okay, gotcha.
Thanelands.
Gotcha.
But Icemark is north of the Steaming Sea. So where you fought the sea serpents, it's north of that.
Okay.
Yeah. So there are some trading ports on the eastern side of the southeastern side of Icemark, where you would be met.
Do you actually want to grab the map real quick?
Yeah. Do you want to grab the map real quick?
Ciao.
Sweet.
Brief intermission.
This commercial brought to you by.
Thanelands fish. The best caught. North of the Rhineflow River. Of pure, pristine quality.
Woohoo!
You can't go wrong.
Parker,
with
when
the
she's
Thanelands fish.
when she says she'll gear us up with equipment, are you saying like she would hook us up with some extra ruins for our weapons or armor or?
So here's Kalsgard.
You could ask.
We heading to Icemark.
Yeah.
The Broken Bay.
Yes.
Far north.
Far north up there.
Quite yonder. I see. So there are werewolves coming
Does she
from
speak
the crown of
Yoden?
the world.
She does
Monsters
not.
coming from the Grungier Forest.
What?
I love how he's...
Oh my gosh.
He can elocute the best only in Yoden.
Yeah.
He's got a little bit of a language barrier with everybody else.
I'm trying to learn English. My intelligence modifier is a 0, so. But my wisdom's pretty high, so don't try to fool me.
It's okay. We don't all have to have the biggest brain to have the biggest hearts. I know you, Yak. I know you.
Oh man, I'm seething. I'm almost death glaring you now.
Do you mind one moment if we step into the hallway and we have a word together? Just our crew.
And Jean kind of gives a look over to Tyra, who gives a nod. He's like, yes, be our guest. Step outside.
Ah, yes. You trust us immediately. A great sign.
So we step outside. Well, friends, we have gathered together to, make some profit and things, and we have done quite well. 3 opportunities now, and 3 contracts closed.
3.
Very well. Now, we all have different backgrounds and different things we are interested in, but this has the sound of, well, it's far away. It might be dangerous, but that in there, that is a queen. And that opens great opportunities, quite possibly. So, I am down for it. I think I might ask for some few extras before we go, but this sounds like a great opportunity. What do you all say?
I am in firm affirmation. Always with you, Aden. Anybody?
Karzjo thinks that this could be a good opportunity to heavy my coin purse.
But that's the goal, is it not?
Yes, of course. We all have our own motives, but we all operate under the same currency, boys.
Words to live by right there.
I like the hunting in this area, but pirates, they are tough. And we sometimes,
can
but
say
not
that
always,
again.
will have the high ground.
That is true.
Yar har, pirate. Now, one thing I would say we should look out for is naval experience. These foes are pirates. Water is vast. Should we get stranded, there's plenty of opportunity to be flanked from all directions, especially if we're sailing. We want to be careful. Perhaps if we were to shore up or leave our ship at bay, we can infiltrate with a ferry of some kind. That would probably be the wisest decision, to scout out, to figure out the case. I have heard some fierce things of these pirates of Broken Bay, and in their crude and wicked ways, they have a knack for catching people off. That's how they've, well, made their way out thus far. They specialize in raiding, of course. So, we must not discount our enemy. This will probably be the most formidable force we'll have come up against. But should we play our cards right, have the right strategic moves, the biggest benefit is that we get our own ship, perhaps our own crew as well. More people to offer jerky to, more people to sing songs to praise, get them on our side. And the dispensability is entirely up to you, but I would say the business and the endeavor is more lucrative if it's kept between us, I would say.
I need a lot of red shirts.
Now, I will have to go in there and correct my first impression with Her Grace Tyra. For
Oh, please don't.
I was,
Yes, you
I was
best,
rather
you best do that.
disrespectful. I sometimes have a bit more of a terse way with words for any old folk, but that woman in there, I've heard the stories from the orphans. She killed a Linnorm, as far as I know. That's no
Wasn't she the
small
one that
feat.
rides a Linnorm?
That's White Estrid.
Yeah, White Estrid over in the Ironbound Islands is the one that rides a Linnorm.
This is Queen Ashenai.
This is
Tyra
Queen
Ashen
Tyra
Eyes.
Ashen Eye.
Okay, so
Ashenai. Why
she did
Ash
kill a
Eyes.
Linnorm.
Ash Eyes. She's got she's got.
Yep.
They call her that because her eyes are like kind of a weird light gray color.
That's why a 20 intimidation didn't phase her. Did not phase her.
It surprised her. She was
Real
pleasantly
deal.
surprised.
So she's been through. Mainly the shock was storming in the sheriff's office and seeing an angry Minotaur, because you don't really see those much anymore.
With an adlet head
yeah,
on
with an
his-
outlet head and a pike.
on his pike.
Yeah, definitely not what she was expecting whatsoever.
All right, we should take a vote if we're going to do this as a team then.
I'm in. We just have to play our cards carefully, safely. Don't be stupid. And leave the treasure to the ones doing the most of the work, I would say. The ones most capable, perhaps. That's my take. Anybody else? Coin purse, Karzjo, I'm sure you're in it for the fish, as we all are in some way. Truly. We're all looking for our own fish out there.
I'm definitely leery about going on a boat, but I will go with you.
You have my bow.
Baryakamule.
Yak!
I'm standing there and I like look at you guys and then I look up at the wolf head on my axe and I shake it so the head like kind of nods. The jaws go like, we're in.
That's his way of saying it. Overwhelming, yes. Resounding. Resounding, truly.
All right then. Any objections? Or should we talk business?
Talk business.
Let's go back in there.
See if
So,
she'll hook us up with some runes.
make the terms.
Rune each.
So, before we go, right, we are going to ask for some provisions, as she said. So, before we go back in, I would like some good clothing and quite possibly some disguises that could help us blend in just a bit. Get around the kingdom for sure. Also, if we're going to have a ship, we would want to outfit that with all the good maps and things. And then we also, she is a queen. If we could get in with some allies along the way, as well as farther up north, maybe we can use them later, but some things like that would be good to have. Anything else that you or any of you would request as well
We need
before we undertake from this queen?
intelligence and outposts. See if there are any locations where her allies might be shored up. Close to land, inland, docked in perhaps sailboats abroad. Any possible landmarks that we might be able to look out for? I don't know how deep she wants us to go into Broken Bay, but I certainly doubt we can reach the mainland and get out with our lives. So I would suspect, purely with a scouting mission, we may yet be the first ones to go. This is all necessary information, but yes, correct outfitting and leave the bargaining to me. I'll try and hook us up with some better terms.
Are you sure?
By far.
We want some alchemist stuff, because if we're going to be in the ocean fighting, it may not be bad to have some healing potions.
Yes.
Especially if we're scouting in enemy territory.
So
we can't leave today. That's for sure.
Yes,
Probably.
that is true. What I would like to do, because we obviously have a long list of provisions and we'll need to hear more. Let us see if we can have an afternoon or evening with the Queen. Maybe it won't work to be there, but maybe somewhere else, and we can discuss the terms with her.
30.
Don't think anyone's listening to her.
Cool. So, I propose later today we make a full list of things, and then we, after we have heard more from the Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Sounds good to me.
Fair enough. I shake the dog head again.
All right, we head back in.
When you walk
We
in,
head back in.
there's a map spread out on the table, and they're both like talking and like charting things out all over the map. And as you
A
walk
map
in-
like this.
Yep, just like this.
Just like this.
Similar. Probably more up to date than this one. This would have been an older map made by Halavard. And so theirs would be more up to date than his. So there'd be
Okay.
more stuff on it.
Okay.
But when you walk in, Captain Jean is like, what did you decide?
Your Grace, forgive my terseness at first. I only mean respect. And I hope to provide you with sufficient intelligence, and I hope that this exchange can be even, honorable, and fair. For if each of us win, then we all win. So, we do have a couple of stipulations. The first is, well, if you know of, forgive me, do you spend very much time at Kalsgard? Do you know the area?
In Kalsgard?
Yes.
I mean,
Any good shopkeeps for harsh clothing? I'm sure Icemark is prone to
Icemark will be harsh.
harsh conditions.
If you
yes.
choose to take this mission, we could outfit you with winter clothing from our own supply for the guard here.
Great. Interesting. Guard supply clothing. Does it look formulaic? Does it look generic? Does it look samey with all of the other guards? I don't. This may be vain, but I enjoy standing out sometimes.
Before we go to
it'd be first. We have like
You're a monkey goblin.
Leather
You stand out enough.
leather. It's basically like heavier padded garments, leather fur that you could incorporate into and over your own armor, so you would still look
Unique.
unique. but you would
Idiosyncratic.
have- And I mean, there's a wide variety of. We can't farm just one type of bear for the entire regiment. We have a variety of furs.
Right. Suppose not the smartest question. Forgive me.
No, that's fine.
But
And before we get into the details, Your Majesty, may it please you to know that our whole crew has agreed to go on this expedition for you and undertake what you would have for us. And, well, we would like to know the details and figure out everything that we need for such a journey as such. Maybe we can discuss that over an afternoon or so later today, if that works for you.
So you'd want to discuss it and then come back later today.
discuss it now?
Well, as much time as you need, I guess I would say. We are ready to go, and so we can start working through the details now. And get shopping this afternoon would probably work as well.
Right, that would probably be for the best. The sooner we can get agents to Icemark, the better.
Alright. I am all for that.
Sure enough.
Okay, well I can tell you what we already know. And then as far as time
Gather notes,
goes,
boys.
You're not working tomorrow. You have tomorrow morning off. How's everyone doing for time? Like, when does people want to? Because we usually call it around now. Are you wanting to go like 15 more minutes? Go to 10:30. What are your thoughts?
What are we thinking?
I got tomorrow morning off, so it's not the end of the world for me.
10 minutes.
Finish out the deliberation process.
Yeah, I shouldn't go too much later, but I can
Yeah.
go for a little bit longer.
Okay, we can finish it up real quick and then call it night.
Sounds good.
Do it.
Get your notes, folks.
Yeah. So basically, what we know.
Okay.
The letter I received from Nankoa suggests that
N-A-N-K-O-A?
in I
Or is it all one word?
It's Nankou.
And Koa.
It's Nanko. I'm pronouncing Nanko. It's Nanko actually. But what we know. Yeah. What we know
Okay.
is that we have people from his tribes have been reported missing all along this coastline here.
From his
Can we pull up
tribes.
the map?
From his
Can we
tribes.
make the map bigger for this
they're a
part?
group of
Yeah.
the Barky are tribes of no.
Thanks, guys.
Right. So it's this whole all along this peninsula here. People have been reported missing.
Past the Icemark
The
Peninsula.
Barky are nomadic,
Mhm.
and so hunting parties, groups traveling are just disappearing.
You
And
said whole parties of people.
whole
Not
parties
just
of people.
ones or twos.
Up to 5, 8, maybe even 10 sometimes. Are just disappearing. Nankou would meet you at a trading outpost here, and from there you could work with them and move across.
What did you say?
Look right up in here. There's a trading outpost right up in here.
See.
You can see marked on her map. There's a dock. Basically, Icemark exports fur, artifacts. They have do some crafting, some fine craftsmanship there, and that is the port at which all of that export and import comes from. That would be the best place to go, and you could meet up with Nankou over there, and then move across the peninsula and do your best to track this, and then help support them in whatever they have to do repelling these attacks.
Right. So, a series of outposts stripped along the peninsula of Icemark.
Well,
And
there's no outposts. It's just hunting parties and
Just a series.
Nomadic.
people just disappearing. They're nomadic.
I see. So, natives to Icemark.
Yes.
Not your own soldiers.
No, the Varki Icemark is almost majority of the population there are the Varki people
Gotcha.
who are nomadic. We don't have now that Icemark has its own sovereign, Linnorm King. We have no presence there as a military, and that is where the issue is. We have no military presence there. Our government, or the council here, refuses to treat Icemark as another kingdom or an ally, because the king there is not Ulfin, and he is still an ally, and I would wish to support him, but that is not doable officially.
Those darn Varki. Am I right?
So mercenaries would be the ones to.
I nudge Tyra. I mean, I don't actually like touch Tyra, but I'm like, Varki. Am I right? So, anyways, right. Varki folk disappearing. Poor individuals. Now, if you don't mind me asking, do you intend to perhaps unify the Varki and the Ulfin? Do you have any interest? I imagine it would be for political advantage of some sort if you had healthy commerce exchange. Just take it from a poor lad like me. I think generally unity can have its edge, especially in trying times like these.
Well, right now, there are only 4 Linnorm Kings. There are, well, in theory there are 5. There are, currently, Joel is abandoned. No one knows where Opa Eightfingers is. That land is overrun with giants and trolls.
In Southmore?
Yeah, the Southmore is completely overrun right now.
Oh, okay.
There still is no king in Hagsreach. White Estrid and the Ironbound Isles still considers herself a rival of mine, and we have a tentative ceasefire, but no actual. We're not allies.
I see.
And then Broken Bay, while they have a king, allies himself with no one. So having an alliance with Icemark is the first step towards preparing for external threats.
I see.
Whether it be from
strategic.
Yes, whether it be from the witches of Irised, or whether it be from an invasion from Grunir Forest. That stability needs to be there. That alliance. We need the alliance.
I see. And what do you know the name of the Broken Bay King? An Orphan Linnorm King? Or
something the Mad. Hold on, let me look it up.
He's an Olfin.
He's an Olfin guy. He's just a pirate and a raider who pays.
He's not
people.
a Linnorm King.
He is a Linnorm King.
Oh, he is?
Yep.
Let's go.
He's killed a Linnorm.
Yeah.
And he's a raider?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
The most interesting fellow, I'm sure.
Almost feels like we should be working for him.
It's Ingmundur the Unruly.
Ingmundur, have you met this man or come face to face with him, or?
No, but I have no time
He seems vile.
for someone like that.
Yes, yes. As it were. The Queen can't be on the front lines after all. Unless you're Rohan King.
And honestly, right now, if I were to leave the kingdom, one of my siblings would try to steal the throne. And that's part of why I can't go myself.
Yes, you have to
I
Is
see.
I'm here trying to resolve all the chaos in this kingdom. My father's absence has led to just a ton of unrest. And as a ruler, my responsibility is here dealing with that.
Your father's name is
You know, her father was Sven Blood Eagle.
Sven Blood Eagle, that's right.
Yeah.
He's one of the more powerful guys, wasn't
He
he?
was the one that everyone thought was going to unite the entire empire. But he just abruptly retired
That's right.
and left.
That's right. Well, it seems to me that, based on your culture, if anyone were to ever usurp you, it would not be able to be. In fact, it'd be impossible to be through legitimate means, for they would not be Linnorm Kings. Perhaps, yet they would have to slay an Linnorm themselves. Is
They
this
would.
right?
And all of my siblings are looking for that opportunity as we speak.
I see. Well, they might have to keep looking. I suppose we have as good odds of finding a Linnorm out in these areas as they do. Speaking of which, never mind. Bad question.
And yourself, are you looking to find a Linnorm as well?
I have already slain mine. In fact, if you wish to see it, the head lays in front of the palace gates.
Most certainly, we shall be by later. Well, I think we have the details of where we're going figured out.
Was he named? Did he have a name?
He had a name, but it's not in the book downstairs. I can give that to you next time.
That's fine.
You mentioned a ship and provisions. What
Yes.
kinds of things are you expecting that we would need and you would be willing to provide? In a
Yes.
general sense, and we shall go shopping later.
So we could provide you with. We could hire a crewed vessel for you to get you there and to bring you back. Again, we couldn't normally provide you with a longship from our own navy, but again, we don't want this. This can't be tied back to me, and so we would be hiring you a ship out of Iceferry,
Okay.
There is a dockmaster there that I trust. It could send a message to, and hire a ship out of there. We would provide you with the winter wear, and food and general supplies that you might need, as well as we could provide you with anything, provisions that could be made for alchemical equipment, any sort of potions, elixirs, things that might protect against the cold, grant you healing, supplies in that sort of way.
These will all be necessary, by far. Now, there's an old saying from Absalom, one I quite like, where money is fungible and everything else is not. So while it might be nice to have practical applications here for healing, for clothing, food and provisions, these are all, as you are probably sure, expected of any band of travelers, but a reward from the kingdom, I think perhaps would be due. For this mission could perhaps reap no fruit.
Oh
We could bring you the best intelligence. We could route the lands and the outposts of every near pirate and broken bay with our keen perceptiveness, which we guarantee is quite proficient. But we would have no raids, no loot to bring home. Now, we would not quite want that, would we? I think perhaps a monetary reward from the kingdom is slightly due. Can I roll for persuasion?
Yeah, roll a persuasion check.
Dude, it's gonna be a natural one.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm just saying it will be.
Karzjo expects a bounty.
Karzjo always expects a bounty. Good Karzjo. Diplomacy. Okay. $22.
22.
No, 23.
23. She gives you a look.
She's slightly insulted, I think, is what
Good
Parker's trying to
know
say.
where your heart is, but a reward could be provided, depending on how successful your work is. That could be anywhere from a monetary reward and a full endorsement from the crown here, granting you passage throughout the Linnorm lands as agents of this kingdom, all the way up to your own vessel, depending how well this goes.
And I don't hesitate, and I said, sounds good to me. Say no more. Nothing else asked. I knew you had it in your heart, gracious queen. And I'm glad you understand, of course. Everybody out here has to make their own way.
And
I'm sure you know.
And Captain Jean's like, what? On the topic of monetary rewards, here is that there is also the bounty for that adlet, and he pulls out a bag of.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
And I point to the pike.
Yes, that one. That is one less headache for us to deal with in your absence. And he pulls out a bag of 100 gold.
Ooh.
So big,
20 each.
20 each.
Yeah, 20 each.
We all start fighting over it in front of him.
he throws it off
See if he
up in confetti.
Yeah, he's like, Catfolk, we only have room for 4 people on this voyage, so here's fight over it. Yeah.
Very good, very good. A man of your word. I respect that.
The one last thing I would wish to bring up as well is, well, we do see this as part of a job, and it would seek some reward when it's finished. Also do know that we keep our eyes on, at least some of us do, for business opportunities, and so if something comes up or we find something as well that could be beneficial in our travels, we shall bring it back. And if you see something as well for us, maybe when we come back, there could be some arrangement proceeding forward.
So you're thinking about it for a little bit.
Alright.
And then she gets out a note paper and like writes down and is like, visit this shop for they might have something for you. And hands you just like a note with the shop's name is Tinkerer's Trinkets.
Tinkerer's Trinkets?
Yeah.
A kind provision. No, I can't say this was expected, but of course, welcome. Do we know what it is? Do we have to roll to identify?
I mean, it's just the name of the shop.
Oh.
In Icemark.
That was relating to my request about business.
For information and business, yep.
I see. I thought it was an item for a second.
Nope.
I think we shall have a look at this when we go out this afternoon.
Very well.
All right.
And what's your deadline?
I mean, it would take time
Sail.
to have a ship ready to sail. If you could be an ice ferry in, I mean, it's maybe Strasser River. It's like it takes about half day to sail there. Ship will be ready to go in 2 days. So if you could be an ice ferry 2 days from now.
That we can do. We'll arrive fully present and fully sober. That means you, Yak.
Yeah. And she also pens out a notice for the alchemist and stamps it and then gives it to you and then writes out another notice for you to be actually she doesn't write the next notice. She instead of giving you stuff so you could go collect winter gear from the armory, instead it's best to avoid a paper trail with this one. So Captain Jean will see to outfitting you personally at the armory.
Sounds good. A middleman. Wise.
Yes.
Very wise, Tyra. I mean, Your Grace. Shucks.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't.
Now, question. If you'll indulge me one last time before we go.
No,
Oh, come on.
no.
What?
At this point, the yak just like grabs you from behind, like pulls you away.
It's just one question. I'm not gonna
No.
play it anymore. When you killed the Linnorm, did you look into its eyes before slaying it? How did you do it?
I just simply
I want to be a king. I want to be a Linnorm king.
chopped his head off. And the issue is not killing the Linnorm, it's surviving killing it.
Interesting. Duly noted.
Curse.
Duly noted, Your Grace. Well, thank you.
With that being said, Baryakamule just like grabs you with his giant hand, just like stuffs you away.
Puts me in a
Stuff
bag.
him into the bag of holding.
Oh yeah, we stick him in the bag of holding. No. I mutter an apology in Yoden to her.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as you're walking out, Jean, who's walking out with you, is like, if you're really that dead set on hunting a Linnorm,
Now, I never said I was.
Nankoa hunts them.
You're in the bag. You
regularly.
cannot talk.
The Linnorm
I
are
resist.
problems, create a problem for the Varki people, and they hunt them regularly in large hunting parties. So
Does it have to be like Crag Linnorm, or can it be the other type?
it can be any Linnorm. So basically, if you want to be a king, you have to kill Linnorm one-on-one, and that's where the complication is. Killing a Linnorm as a party is not that difficult. And again, Nankoa hunts Taiga Linnorm in Icemark regularly because they're constantly bothering their people. So if you want the experience of killing the Linnorm, you could do it without too much of a threat. There'd probably be a group hunting one while you were there in Icemark.
I'll consider it.
Just for the experience of it. It would make a great tale for you.
I'm sure
Wouldn't
it
make
would.
you a king, but it would be a good tale.
Great tale. Well, boys.
Back in the bag.
Let's get us some Linnorm. Okay.
He's all like Baby Yoda in the satchel.
Yeah. We just gotta like stuff him back in.
I am not.
And with that, as
All right.
you find yourselves back on the street in front of the barracks here in Kalsgard, that's where we're going to call it for tonight.
Boom.
Thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching. That was a great game. I'm really excited for where we're heading now.
Me too.
There's some pretty fun stuff.
Very fun.
It's going to be really good.
Thank you for GMing.
I
Final
won't throw
piece
1 on
before
5
we all.
again. Unless it's a Linnorm.
Before we all settle for the night, one last chance. Baryakamule holds out the Adler jerky for everyone to try. Celebrate as a team.
I'll pass. I'm good, thank you.
Karzjo puts his ears down and pulls out a fish and puts the fish in your hand instead.
Aden will
Fine.
try
You will try it?
some. I'll try some.
I'll eat it with you.
Actually, you know what? At this point, I've got to take some.
All right. Same time next week, 7 p.m.